Well, the server's up. I didn't look just then to see if it loaded the mod though, so fingers crossed it did. I was looking away at the time I should have been looking at the screen. Let's spawn in here. Before anybody wants to join, let me just check the mods here. Oh, hang on, press the right key. Yes, the mod's there, got the letters. Okay, anybody wants to join the server, feel free to join. I'll see that Skydome did. Skydome, is that David? Confusing when the names are different. Anybody who wants to join the stream, feel free to. All I ask is you don't go pasting anything in without warning first. If you paste something in, don't let it be too big. We don't want to kill the server. This base is being built for a purpose, so we don't want it to be ruined. And we want to try and keep the lawn as clear as possible out the front. When we say lawn, we just mean a big patch of snow which has been obliterated already. But try not to make too much damage. But if you've not seen this already, we've got this base in the mountain. It's pretty big. We've made these massive doors that work great. And outside here we have a ship called the Red Dwarf we've been building. That's what we're doing today. We may be able to get back onto the base later. But let me go spectator view and people can get an idea of what the base is like going from the underground view. And outside, it's typical. But yeah, this is our, well, the mountain. There's the hole in the mountain. It was done using warheads. Tunnel goes in, and then we blast out a big area there, and was obviously built inside it. The other day we built this big door outside and pasted it in. It's got 2 doors vertical, 2 doors horizontal, so you got the square effect as it opens and closes. I just noticed in chat we got some messages held. Adam, what's going on there? Do you know? Morgan retracted his message. Okay. Beardie equals David. Oh, we've got 2 Davids. We've got David Medin and David Boggs. It's going to be confusing. So the guy that just came in, who was? Where are we? We've got 2 Aspiriuses. Okay. Walgreen, David, Novichai, Penetrated Broadcast. Skydome. So Skydome is David Medin. Right. Okay. And Aspirius 1 and 2 is David Boggs. And David Boggs has also got KC8D, apparently. Right, that's confusing, but there we go. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, so this is the base, the entrance. We've got a large turntable in the middle there, which a large ship that Trent made goes on. And underneath we've got these 3 pads this side, and there will be 3 pads around the other side once we've finished them. But we need to add some extra pistons to them now. We have a little bit of a build thing going on with these little wheeled vehicles which we're trying to currently come up with to help move these cargo pods around. They're going to be totally automated using the program that I'm creating. But yeah, this is it basically. We've got a big control thing here which will be all populated with programming blocks that I'm going to be programming for the automated systems. We have the drones at the top there. There's 8 of them. They're actually marker lights for landing and taking off. So when the large ship's going to come in, the door's open, these will fly down automatically on a programmable block. They'll come through the open door and they'll line up either side of the tunnel entrance, all lit up nice and bright, red and green. And the ship can then come in, line itself up between them, and it knows it's straight, and then it can go straight forward. Once it's in and the doors want to close, the 8 drones will come in formation. They'll park back up on the charging docks, lights will be turned off, and that door closes. That's what's going to happen with that programming block, which is coming along soon, so we better get it going soon. But for this stream, oh hello, there you go. That's me, isn't it? Say hello to myself. There you go, talking to myself. We've got Walgren on. Walgren's joining now as well. Yeah, Adam, I'm not sure why the message was held. I think it's to do with possibly the way that it's all uppercase. Because yeah, all the letters are uppercase, so I'm guessing it's blocking shouting. But that's my guess. So yeah, let's head over to the Red Dwarf that was building on the end of the last episode yesterday. Last night we did this. We ran over by a few hours, as always. I like to be finished by midnight my time, but it's now already 11 o'clock, so we're probably going to run over a bit, I think. Yeah, this is the Red Dwarf. Really happy with it. It's a mining ship, so we had to call it Red Dwarf. I'm tempted to put the letters on now, we got them, but let's just wait till it's done. liking that lighting in the front as well. I like the reflection on the chrome actually, the little chrome bits inside, you can see the reflection on it. We do have the sun there and a spotlight as well, so it's looking good though. I was looking at the screenshot I took last night. I think I want to round this off a bit better. Maybe bring it down a little bit more. I'll give that a quick go. I'll do it without symmetry on, just so you can see if we're happy with how it looks. I was thinking something along the lines of sloping this in a bit more. Let's get the right colour first. Where is the block that I want? It's in here somewhere. Yeah. Like that. Although the problem is we're not getting a decent merge of the blocks here. They should be merging, shouldn't they? Better. Okay. That more rounded. That looks a bit nicer. Now I need to bring it down to here. So this one should perhaps be slightly stronger angle than what's coming down. Yes and no. Yes and no. What's going on there? Not sure I'm liking that either. Let's get the I don't know. I don't know. Unsafe grid. Shift and F1 for more. What have we done here? What did we forget? Oh, here we go. These are all the pistons for that thing gone wrong again. I wonder if this is because of the Keen update. TRC mobile, piston elevator 2. It's remembered all the values we put in before, hasn't it? Which we're going to have a look at that in a minute, because they might have fixed that. No, I haven't got symmetry on. I'm just trying to. I want to leave that one there because I can compare them. I think it looks better than it did. That front bit's not okay. That's okay. That is there. It's just this bit here now. There's not enough blocks to get the shaping I want. Unless Skoda, where is the piston there? What piston? On top here, the 4 either side on top. Oh, stand back and have a look at this. That view. You ready for this? Let's go. And it's working today. Look at that. Love it. It's even better now it's working. So yeah, basically this is a mining ship that goes into space. It can go on the ground as well. We do have mad ideas on this channel, that's right, Adam. Trent has made us a nice mining ship, a tug. Yeah, mining ship and a tug. They're currently up in space. We shall go up and collect them later. And they will be able to fly in here. They either go in forwards this way or come up from underneath. They go in, and then we're going to have various bays in here and connectors. So yeah, this is a massive big holding area. We're going to have a bridge area up top here, various refineries because it's a mining ship, so it'll be getting all the items that are brought in the cargo pods. The cargo pods will dock up and they'll automatically then have all the stuff pulled out of them into the refineries, and the refineries will sort them out and put them back into cargo pods that are there for holding that kind of stuff. And then when this is full, it then returns back down to the base here. It will fly in through that tunnel that you saw earlier, land on that pad in the middle, and then it will be unloaded by the drones that I'll have programmed in there that will take them all down below deck, connect to the base, and then they can start being used to produce stuff using the assemblies. So that's the idea. It's pretty cool. Really liking this. The more I look at it, the orange lights down the side, it's like an off orange, almost yellow. Looks really nice. I'm so chuffed these doors are working now. So far, we've had no problems today, have we? We just did that last 2.5 hour stream with no problems with the server. Well, not with the server, single player. Now we're on a server, no problems. Pistons just work perfectly. They're not even glitching or anything, and the shit wasn't moving. Could this be working? We'll have to try all the doors in a minute and the bay. We'll have to give that a go. We'll have to fly this in there and try them all out whilst we go for it. But let's get it finished. We've got to go put a lot more thrusters on this ship. But that looks awesome. Now let's have a look at this front I've done. Let's close these doors a second, I think. Okay, let's put them both in again. There's a slight variation in speed there. We do need to put some timer blocks on because I want them to open at different intervals so we get a really cool effect. Whether it'll work or not, because that one's pulling in a bit quicker than the others. Even though the values are all the same. There's a bit of weirdness still going on, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yes. Right. Like I was saying, this front curve, that's too abrupt. This here, the front, that's nice now, I've done that, but the back's still too abrupt. So I could either go to half blocks, or I think going to this block there is too early, it's too sharp. That's not going to blend in with up there. I'm kind of stuck with this one. Unless I go... No, that's not going to work either, is it? Need to figure this one out, how it's going to go. I suppose it makes sense to keep the same angle coming down here. This could get a bit ridiculous now. I really want it to come down too far. Perhaps that's the answer though. Yeah, do what I've done there, but bring it down one more block. So let's go back with that one. Why are they doing this when we've already placed them the right colour? Let's try it again. Right. Yeah, I think that might work. And then we put the half blocks between these. Is that going to be too abrupt as well? Ooh, what have I just done? Placed a block there. I just did. Still a bit abrupt. Not too bad. I mean, I could. Yeah, that's about the best it's going to be, isn't it? Not too sure. I think that's better than it was, though. Yeah, definitely better than it was. We can come back to that later, I think. I think for now that'll do. We really need that to be one block wider so I can round it off nicely. The blocks that we've got anyway. So it doesn't come down too far, but it comes down far enough. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. We could have... Oh, let's just try it quickly. It's going to look silly, I think, because it's going to have a big point. But let's just have a look what that actually looks like. Yeah, that looks silly. Or does it? Let's do the other side. I don't think that's working, but we'll do the other side quickly. The way they had it just now, and then we can compare them because they're both better than it was. What should we use that? No, it's too abrupt. half block. This annoys me when you come out of the game and go back in and you have to recolour the blocks so they don't get that stupid line. Even though I've grabbed the colour as well. I think that I prefer to that. But then I don't know, is that... Okay. Let's do this, right? Okay. That is the left side. Take a look, that's the left side. This is the right side. Okay? So which one, left or right? I'm gonna put this to a vote. Give me a second while I type away on my keyboard. So, left or right? See there in the chat the vote for left. Just type in exclamation vote and then 1, or exclamation vote then 2. Walker, you have to put exclamation vote space and then a number. Not just a number, you have to put the actual exclamation vote. That's right, Walgreens, just like Walgreens did. Well, looks like the voting system doesn't seem to be working. Have a look what's going on with this. Okay. Well, the poll is running apparently, but I just can't see it. 26 seconds after the poll finishes. Range. Well, right one with 3. Oh, it's come up now. There you go. Took its time. It usually comes up as you're voting, but there you go. It come up at the end this time. So yeah, right wins quite clearly. Yeah, okay. We'll go for that then. So the little pointy bit's not a problem. I suppose it's not. Kind of like teeth, I suppose. It's weird because usually when you do the poll, it usually comes up once the first vote's placed, it then starts showing the results as it goes. But I suppose it does make sense not to do that because you should really see the results after it's been done because you don't want people copying each other's votes. But then you see them in the chat anyway. I don't know. It works at the end anyway, which is the important bit. So we've gone for that then. That's cool. Perhaps we could put something on the side here to make that shape a bit more prominent why it's there. But that's cool. What's happened to Tim over here, as Trent calls him? Got further away. Who controlled him anyway? What was going on with this guy? It's a control block, isn't it? I've never used this one before. Right, control. Hey, look at that. So where we're going to build now anyway, I think we're going to let's do the timer blocks quickly to get the doors going all fancy. And then we'll start building the... Okay, that's interesting. Did I just run out of distance? That's probably what it is. I guess there's an issue here with range. Okay, we'll do the timers for the doors first, and then we'll start getting this bridge made on the top, I think, and then we can start working inside where we want things to go. So let's put the light down here like this. That should be good. We better see what we're doing then. Bit of a spotlight. Okay, we've got plenty of timer blocks because we put them all in the front for decoration. So there's no shortage of timer blocks. I think we start with the front one opening first, followed by the back. That'd be good. We've got them numbered as well, haven't we? So let's just check the numbering we did. I'm pretty sure it was one at the front, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Good, good. Okay, let's get some timer blocks. Let's get them named how we want them. So timer block, let's do... We need to trigger this as the first one. So each timer block is going to be the particular door it's triggering. So timer block left 1 with door... Timer block door left 1, and then by triggering that it will trigger the rest in order. That should make sense. Let's go to door left 2, door left 3, and then door left 4. The good thing is later on we can start using these with lights and things like that. 2. Awesome. Alright. Come away from that. And go back in, and now we put timer on. We should have them all listed in a nice order. There we go. Okay, let's group all of them. Make them all silent. Bring them all down to 1 second for now. Check my in-game chat. Oh, hang on 1 second. Still space here. So what is there to do? Like what people can get started on immediately? You want to start building something, yeah? Let's have a think what you can do at the moment. This build is mainly on this at the moment. We've got the drones. We've got the tug. We do need... this is a good one. We need a tug that can go on wheels. Because when this is in space, we have the tug for that. It's got ion thrusters. When we're down the ground, a small tug to fit in here just will not work with the thrusters and the weight it's got to carry. So we need it to be a tracked vehicle that can carry the cargo containers. So if you fancy trying to make a vehicle with wheels, apparently Keen fixed the wheels today. So this would be good to find out. So if you want to make something behind us here, a small ship vehicle, so it'd be small wheels. I'd imagine go for a 3x3 wheel with shocks on a small ship vehicle. The size, let me grab hold of one of the cargo pods. I have them in here somewhere. Cargo pod. Okay. Right, this is what you need to be able to carry when it lets me. Come on! There we go. Right, let's drop this here carefully. Any second. There we go. Right, that's a cargo pod. Basically, we want that to be... that hasn't got the merge block on top. That's alright though, because we're not necessarily going to use it every time. But yes, this is what needs to be held by the ground vehicle. Let me go up to space quickly and grab what Trent made. Oh, hang on, you know what? Spectator mode would be easier. Yeah, okie dokie. If you check the stream, Skydome, or David Medin, yeah, that was one. Okay, this is what we've got up here. We've got the tug, and we've got the drone. So the drone will basically, we'll have one of these for atmospheric, an atmospheric drone, and that will connect to a cargo block, fit it up, but the cargo block needs to be taken out of the Red Dwarf and put by the hole that the drone is mining. So figure it this way: we have the Red Dwarf. It contains the cargoes. It contains the cargo pods, the drones, and the tugs. When the Red Dwarf gets to where they're going to mine, a tug will pull a cargo pod out and put it by where the drone is going to dig. The drone will then dig, and every time it's full, it will go back out, connect to the cargo pod, and empty its load, so on and so forth. And then once the cargo pod's full, the tug will then come and collect it, take it back into the Red Dwarf, and bring out another empty one for it if needed. That's the kind of idea. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So obviously once we're not in space, if we're on the ground, the problem we've got is that these are going to be very heavy pods and we have gravity. So therefore we need a wheeled vehicle to shunt those pods around. So that's the idea basically. So a tug that can be as small as possible but able to move one of those pods. You can use the connectors on the sides, which is not on the ends, which is the best bet to connect to it. So yep, if you fancy doing that, Skydome. Sound good? Oh, and we've also got Wargreen in as well. Wargreen, did you want to try and make one as well? Maybe both of you try and make one, and then we can see which one's the best. You can take ideas from each other. If you want to build one together, but that's up to yourselves. You might want to build your own one, and then we'll see which works best, and trial and error, and we'll get something really good. I forget his name now. And Mr. J built a really cool vehicle inside the base for you moving around the base. Might want to go for a similar design to that maybe. Bearing in mind though, we need to put these down on the floor. These have to be put down on the floor and then picked up off the floor again. And then we're going to drive this vehicle into the back of this ship. It'll either be a ramp on the back of the ship, or there'll be a ramp in the bottom. I'm thinking though, instead of a ramp, I might actually do a lift that goes down to the ground, so you can drive onto the lift and the lift will bring you up. But try not to make it too wide. If you can, try and make it the same width as the cargo container, or just a little bit wider if you need to. But yeah, keep in mind that we need to kind of keep size down as much as possible. And the vehicle, this vehicle needs to be able to be driven by a person as well. So use a cockpit on it. We won't be using remote control on this one. This one will be a cockpit on this one. Yeah, the tug is going to be manned. That's right. The mining drones are going to be the ones that are automated. The idea is that the person driving the tug will take the cargo pod to where it needs to be, he'll drop it down, and then the guy will get out, he'll work out, you know, the start and finish points for the drone to mine, so where you want to start mining in and where you want to finish, and then the drone will then fly to that starting point and then start mining down to the finish point, and everything's collected on the way, it'll pull out. I do want to eventually work on a bit more of an advanced script so that you can actually detect the ores. But I'm not sure if that'll actually work at the moment, but I'm going to look into that one. It would be nice to have it as automated as possible though. So a lot of this is testing for my 24/7 persistent world. I'm going to put together a number of scripts and tutorials and vehicles that are very basic in operations, that people can learn how to do this automated. That when you create your own bases for your teams, you can add this kind of automation to help you out with your survival series, that kind of thing. There is very much a bigger story behind all this. Right, so that's been done. I think maybe we should actually work on that loading ramp while we talk about it. I'm not too sure where things are going to go in here. Let's tell you what, I started already on the timer blocks. Let's get them done, then it's sorted, because that's awesome. And these won't take long to sort out. Right, timer blocks. Okay, so start off with the left one. We'll activate it, it'll be a second delay, that's fine. To be honest, a second delay might just be enough to get the effect we need. So all we need to do is set up the actions, the group, left pistons. No, we want just the left piston, don't we? Left piston, left 1, reverse, and then trigger left 2. Or start. I forgot again, is it trigger or start? Left 2, it should be start, that's right, start. There you go, and then we go to left 2, set up actions, that will be piston left 2, reverse, and then trigger left 3. Start left 3. Wrong words. Then left 3 will run, which will be piston left 3. And then it will trigger left 4. Start left 4, sorry. And then left 4 will just be the piston itself. That. If you want to, we could trigger something else eventually. Lights could go on, off, alarm could go on, off, whatever it could be. So that's the left side done. Let's test that before we do the other side. Let's go to the bar. Let's get rid of these because we're going to do it the cool way now. Let's go for left 1. Bar. Right, let's have a look, see what this looks like. We should get a nice kind of ripple effect. Let's have a look. Sort of, kind of. Perhaps if the doors are moving a bit faster, it would look better. I think if the doors move a little faster, we'll get a bit better effect. And the same should happen on the way in as well. There's a slight difference there. The second piston does want to move faster. I am wondering if it's actually set up that way. I did check it yesterday, but I've noticed in Space Engineers over the last few days that you put a value in, it seems to be ignored. It does its own thing. So velocity, let's put that down to 1. Do them individually because I want to make sure they're all doing the right thing. Sometimes when you group them, I think it's not quite working. See if this fixes it. If it does, then I know what to do inside the base and all the various things we've done. Right, let's try it again. I'm going to turn off... Oh, missed that one. I'm guessing turn off YouTube. I'm going to turn off YouTube because my internet is trash, so you would chat if you wish to tell me something. Oh, okay. Yep, alright. We'll do that. No worries. I'll try and bear that in mind when I talk to you. Okay, here goes. Try with the faster speed. It's kind of nicer, isn't it? Do we like that? What do we think in chat? Does that look good? Let's bring it in again. I think it's still a slight issue with that second piston. It does want to go a little bit faster for some reason. I just know that if I turn that down, it's probably going to go too slow then. Really a strange one. But yeah, I think that's good. Good speed, good motion. Don't much more of a delay between them. Just nice having that slight delay. I think this is cool. In fact, in a way, it would be nice if it kind of kept that shape when it stopped, so the last piston doesn't come out as far. Because then it kind of gives you like a doorway in, so you don't go near the engine. But then you're restricting access underneath, because that was obviously a bonus. So yeah, we'll leave it like that, I think. But yeah, it was the effect we wanted. I do like it, it's good. It's that second piston ruins it a little bit. It just wants to go a bit faster there. Okay, let's get the other side done. Okay, right door. Timer right door 1. Okay, so it's right 1, reverse, timer block. No, not right 1 block, right 2 block. We want to start. Then they go to right 2, which has now been triggered. Set up action. Trigger I'm losing track of where I am. Right 2 piston, reverse that, and then trigger the third timer. start it, so I can trigger. On the third one, that will obviously do the third piston, and then that will start the fourth block, and then the fourth block will do the piston. Cool. We've got lots of options there to add more to it. Seeing as doing the pistons individually didn't seem to hang on, got on it. What have I lost? What have I? Pretty sure I'm spelling piston correct. There we go. See, another weird thing. This time we'll group them and change the speed because I don't think it made any difference to them individually, quite frankly. 1. Confirm. Okay. In fact, you know what it could be? Let's grab all the pistons. That shear inertia tensor, that might be what's causing it to go a different speed. Let's check that, and then we'll put the first one on there. Okay, let's do both of them now and see if they go correct speeds with that shear inertia tensor. That second piston seems to be going a little slower on the way out, but when it comes in it goes faster. The right side is good, well the left side where we're looking at it. Okay, let's close it again. See, on that left side with the right side we're looking at, that number 2 piston is coming in okay actually. It was going out that it went a bit slow. That's looking good. Happy with that. I think that deserves a like. Anyone watching, come on, that deserves a like. That's awesome. Do it a couple more times because it's too good to miss. Yeah, that's awesome. No glitching around or anything. Pretty amazing, really. Awesome. So chuffed with that. Exactly as I kind of imagined it. And I'm glad to be able to get away with just 1 piston rather than 2. So we've got all this extra space now. Okay, now one thing I need to do before I put a platform going down is figure out where the engines are going to go, because that is going to be a major problem. We're going to need to have, I reckon, at least 4 of these large engines underneath. And then I'm also thinking as well, the problem with that, when we're going to go and land on that landing pad, we're going to be burning a hole through it. So we have some problems here. Now I was thinking initially just put 4 on the bottom here, and the height of those engines would bring us up to the height of these blocks here. That would basically mean the floor of the storage area would literally be the same height as these blocks. So we'd lose that space underneath for the hydrogen engines and various components, but that's not so bad. But we have the issue of burning a hole in the floor. That is the only problem. We could put them in the side pods maybe. It would kind of ruin this smoothness, but at least it's got a bit more clearance above the floor, so we'll probably get away with it. Don't really want to hack away at these lights though, because it would mean removing a few so I can connect to the connectors, but I suppose I could just do it at one end. Possibly. We're going to need the same for down as well, aren't we? Saying that, I'm not too worried about downward hydrogen thrusters, because we're not going to need them for downward thrusters for hydrogen. Hydrogen is going to be used for getting in and out of the atmosphere, moving around on the ground. Once we're up in space, the ions can give us for downward. So I'll just put a few more ions than I would do normally on the other axis, and that'd be fine. So we're going to have ions on the top somehow, so that's good. Small hydrogen instead of a large? Yes and no. From what I remember with the figures on the power to weight ratios and size and all that kind of thing, to get the same amount of power from small hydrogen engines, you need to take up more space than a large one would. So I think it's worth using a large rather than smalls. But there are obviously times when a 3x3 engine just won't fit. For example, a 3x3 engine is effectively 9 small ones, and I believe, if I'm right, 9 small ones doesn't put the same power as 1 large one. Yeah, the gravity engine idea, yes and no. It's a bit of a hack to the game, really. Personally, wouldn't like to use a gravity engine, even though it could be a good solution. Problem is as well that it can be very erratic, and we want to do some very tight manoeuvres inside the base, and I don't think I'd trust the gravity engine to be honest. Plus, the gravity engine wouldn't work on atmosphere, would it? It only works in space, doesn't it? Because as soon as you get into the planet's gravity, a gravity drive is pretty much useless. And the whole point of having these hydrogens is so we can carry an immense amount of weight in the atmosphere. So a gravity drive engine's no good. So I know that we could get the engines very easily down the middle. It's just that damage aspect. I mean, the back of the engine would sit there, and then you've got the 2 blocks beneath it, so it would stick out the bottom a little bit. So yeah, it'd be right over the floor, burning a hole in it. I think what we might do, let's go and do a quick test. Let's go and see how far we need to be from the platform before we damage it. This should be a bit of fun. Let's go into the base quickly and check. Should have parked closer, shouldn't I? Let's open these doors as well, see if they're working with the new piston fix. I'll leave the values as they are as well. Hopefully, I so hope this works. Okay, take the locks off. Bit of glitchiness. Let's see how it goes. Oh wow. Kind of. Okay, this is where it starts to go wrong on the horizontal doors. So far so good. No, there you go, it's starting to struggle. But I think the time it takes to get to the finish, it will keep juddering like that, and eventually it sorts itself out. That's what happened the other day. But any second now, those horizontal doors will sort themselves out. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's usable. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks damn good. Okay, and that's good. And put the lock on. Sorted. Awesome. I'm happy they're working good. That's our big doors. So if no one's seen that yet, come on, like, share, subscribe, please. Right. Okay, let's do a little thruster. How are we going to do this? Let's build it from here so it's not attached to the floor. Let's do that. And I'll leave it red so we can see the blocks that we're doing. But we'll go for light blocks, not the armor blocks. Okay, let's start here. Let's go up. I'm just thinking actually about putting one on end of a piston so we can adjust it instead of doing lots. There he goes. Bang. Sorry. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a conveyor block here, a square one. This is a scientific experiment, so I'm going to do it carefully. I should put the white lab coat on, shouldn't I? Okay, put that there, and then we're going to need a hydrogen tank. I've got one there, on top, which... There you go. That doesn't look too dodgy. And then we'll put the piston underneath. Thinking about it, how many going to want? It's a range of 4 blocks, so from them to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that isn't going to be quite close enough, is it? 1, 2. We want to go 2 blocks closer, No, one block closer. I'll just put one more extension on here. It's not going to be sitting on the floor, it'll be one block above the very most, least, whatever one it is. I'll get that one out in a minute. Okay, so now, piston. Let's just hope the thruster isn't going to kill it. Okay. Large hydrogen thruster. There we go. Now, why do I get the feeling I've done that wrong? I have done that wrong, because that's a bigger thruster than I thought it was. I always thought it was 3 blocks high, but it seems to be it's 4, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, that's right. Okay, what have I done there? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And the floor is here. So moving by 4, that's too short than it needs to be. Oh dear. Okay, well, it'll work. We just don't go full extent. Right. We need to put full thrust on, don't we? And watch it burn the floor. I don't get the feeling this is a stupid idea. Thruster. Large hydrogen, thrust override. Let's have a look at there's a hole in the floor. That was pretty good. Get a 10. That's not happening. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure in the server settings we've got destructible blocks as well. Well, you know what? Maybe we just have to leave destructible blocks from thrusters turned off when we use this, because that's looking alright. And if you think about it, a landing pad, it's going to be reinforced so that it can take this, so it's not like we're doing anything wrong. I think that's pretty safe. Pretty safe experiment. Although we should probably get a bit closer just in case, because you know it's Sod's law that it'll be different when we get closer. So let's extend this piston. It's 2 blocks above, so we're going to move about 5 meters. So let's go for piston. Hang on, it's the piston we're on, isn't it? Piston 17. There we go. Maximum distance. Let's go to 5 meters. No, 5 meters is 2 blocks. 2.5. And let's reverse. Oh, there you go. Now it's blasting through the blocks. And the piston has barely moved because it's got the force. So that literally is it. 2 blocks is it. I'm wondering if that's just a time thing though. Well, he's being damaged, but it was just taking its time. We'll find out with the welder block. See if there's any damage happening to these. Yes, they're being damaged. You can see the number going down, 84, 82, 81. So if you land quickly, okay. I'm guessing blast door blocks might be worth placing on here. It kind of makes sense to me that, you know, if you're going to have a landing pad, it needs to be able to resist this kind of thing. $99. So yeah, heavy armor blocks, they are resisting it a lot better. So it makes sense if we change this grid to heavy armor blocks, it will take quite a bit of a pounding. And then what we'll just have a drone that looks for damaged blocks and goes around repairing them. So when the ship leaves, a drone will come down, just give it a sweep, you know. That's pretty good, heavy blocks. Right, let's turn this thruster off quickly, let the piston go right the way down, and then turn it back on again. It's trying to push down at the moment. I think it is anyway. Current position. Apparently. Oh, it's working now. I didn't actually touch it. That is strange. Who's playing games? Did somebody do that already? Josh, welcome to the stream. Smeggers, oh, you've been watching Red Dwarf as well then, have you? Okay, who turned that off? Is someone... Wargreen, did you control this? Who's in the streets? Wargreen and Skydome. Wargreen's is looking good to Sky. Wasn't Wargreen. Okay, that went down and then the thruster stopped. Well, the thruster master stopped. I am very confused. What just happened? Very confused. What just happened? What? Thruster shut off in base. Oh yeah, that's right, Wargrim. So I used telling Skydo, I forgot he wasn't listening. Josh, anyway, thanks for coming to the stream, mate. We have got the Red Dwarf thing we're building out there. I'm just testing something with these thrusters at the moment and damage to the floor, but I think we've pretty much found out what we want. I'm going to use heavy blocks in here. I'll change those to heavy blocks. This is weird what just happened, but it might have something to do with the piston. Not to worry though. I am going to do the thrusters wherever I want, and I will just make sure that I've got heavy blocks in all the places I want it to land. And if I'm landing outdoors, then I'm just going to put holes in the floor. Or a mining vessel, it gets it started. I'll leave them red blocks there because they're obviously the heavy blocks, and I want to remind myself to change all that, which could be a little problem. No, it won't, because that'll be fine around there. Yes. Okay, let's go back out to the Red Dwarf. You know what? I have an interesting idea. No, I was just thinking about putting a sensor in here on either side of the door, so if it detects a large ship, the doors will open. But I've got to set up a timer block and stuff yet for the landing gear, and I don't know the timings, and I need to use a programmer block, so I will leave that for now. Let's get Red Dwarf finished. Damaged thruster, Adam? Do you think so? That could have been it, actually. I didn't think to check that. I wonder if... I don't think the physics in the game are doing that. I don't think that the thrust being so close to the floor is pushing up and damaging the thruster. I can't see that happening somehow. Let's fit one here and see if that happens. Saying that, I mean, we know that 2 blocks high was actually doing quite well, so perhaps we should put them in these side panels. Because that's 2 blocks away from the floor. Well, in here it would be 1 block away. So yeah, let's build them in here. Let's do the sides. I'm sure we can make it look good still. Although, as we just found out, we can't because they're 4 blocks high, not 3. And that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4 to the floor. I'm going to swear to myself. Right, let's have a quick look. So yeah, that's on the floor, isn't it? So there would be 1 off the floor, not 2. I'm going to have to build it where I can't, so that's no good. So these will have to go in the middle then. Let's put it upside down a second so we can see how high it's going to be. So basically there, but up the other way, so that it's 2 blocks off the floor. Yeah, Wargrim, we was going to go for cement mode, but I mean, hydrogen can have more lift power than atmospheric. Oh, you're talking to... Sorry, Wargrim, you're talking to Skydome, aren't you? I'm going to get used to this in a minute. Well, hello. Very interesting looking vehicle. I have a feeling though, as soon as it attaches on the back, you can't drag it along the floor. That's a good point. Wargrim, do you mind just letting Skydome know that if he connects to the cargo pod like that, he would be dragging it on the floor, which would be no good. Yeah, you actually need to be able to lift the pod off the floor. Thank you. What about piston landing gear? Adam, piston landing gear. I mean, I know, yeah, we can change his landing gear at some point to make it smoother lines. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. But what you just said about piston landing gear. I always think the thrusters being 3 blocks height, not 4. But if I'm going to place it there, that's taking up a lot of room in here. Can't put them in the side pods. I could put them to the sides maybe. One there and one there. Yeah, retractable landing gear would be good. I think we probably could do that. I mean, the blocks above it are free to do that, so that could definitely be done. And bearing in mind the fact now that these thrusters are probably going next to it, that would mean there'd be 1 block less to worry about it hitting. Give you the height to land, turn off the hydro, not damage. Oh, I see what you mean. Ah, yeah. I was thinking like retracting landing gear, but yeah, I could land on height and then drop down. If I do that, I mean, I know that I can have 3 different heights on the pistons. I'll do it with programmer block, but you know what? I can actually do it with a timer. I can set a timer block up to change the piston height, I believe. Let's have a quick look at something. One there, one there, and a timer block somewhere. There you go. Pretty sure timer block, set up action, piston. Increase, decrease maximum distance. So 1 press on that takes it down by 1 meter. So all I need to do is do that. Hang on. Set up actions. Actually, that's actually setting it, isn't it? That's what I'm setting it to go to. So a trigger block can change the height of that piston. That's interesting. It says we have to use a programmable block as well. Something I've never thought about that. Okay. Let's it's already changed the maximum distance there. And then reverse it. Okay, so let's trigger. No, just put that down. Let's start that. It's not going to do it by 5, is it? It's going to do it by the amount. Yeah. Maximum distance 5, it goes down by 0.5 each time. Okay, let's figure this out. So, for example, I want a piston that has 3 places, fully extended for landing, and then halfway or to a certain point for when it's on the floor like this, and then retracted when I'm not flying all the way. So, there'll always be retraction to 0, that's fine. That will literally be reverse and extend, but then I need to reverse and extend to go between. There's going to be a problem. Right, okay. Whilst it's at 5, can I pull this back and make it move? It went up then, not down. So basically it's going to hit the floor before it goes back up to the new height. So that's going to be a pain. Oh no, minimum distance can be changed, can't it? Yeah, so I can change minimum distance. So that could be like full length as I'm landing. And when I've done that, the minimum distance will then go down to say 5. So I change both of them. And then I reverse it, and I'm now landed. I've now landed, yep. So that would now be landing gear, engines are off, I'm now dropping down to the floor, I'm now sitting like I am there now. And then when it's time to take off, obviously it will lift up again, so again it will reverse. And then I'll be back up to full height. And then the next sequence for then I take off, and then the next button I press will be another set of timer blocks, which will then set the minimum distance to 0 and the maximum distance to whatever it is. Yeah, to the minimum distance. And then it will reverse. And then when I take off and fly off, that will now go all the way back to 0. The concept works. That should work. I just have to put a lot of values in a timer block. It's half a meter for each one. So let's go to timer block and just check that we can do lots in one go. Okay, so let's go piston. We're going to do minimum and maximum, which is a pain. Okay, we're going to have to do minimum and maximum, 2 separate things, I think. So increase maximum, it's on full at the moment. So we want to make the increase minimum distance. Let's do that. Increase minimum distance. Oh, why don't we do it more than once? I'm going to have lots of timers. I need to do a timer for every 0.5 meter, and I guess that's quite a clever way of doing it actually, because if I do one timer and each one has an increment of 0.5 in each direction for minimum, maximum, up and down, if I name the timers appropriately, for say example, if I hit timer 10, I know that's going to change it by 10 meters. If I hit timer 9.5, it would change it by 9.5 meters. And the idea is at 10, we're going to go from 10, 9.5, 9, 9.5, it will run them in order. So if I start halfway down, it'll only go that much. I think that could work, and I've got a lot of timers on the ship, so there's no reason why that wouldn't work. I think I'm happy to go with that. I think that will work. It should do. Yes. We've got plenty of timers on there already, so we can do that. Let's build it as if that's what it's going to do. And for now, we'll just leave it at full extension. And then we can work out heights after. We need to get this off the floor. So let's put the engines in, get it off the floor, and then we can fit that in. That's good. So we can drop that engine down right to the floor then, can't we? Or down to there. It's still a bit higher than I originally thought. But I say that, the back could be where they are. I need them at the front as well though. 1, 2, so it's one higher. I suppose the back of the hydrogen engine can be part of the floor as well. It's not really a problem. We can put catwalks on it. Yep, problem solved. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, let's move this battery because it's not where it wants to be. We're going to need to put up here. Could be a good place to have the reactor. We're actually at the front here with all these grids and stuff. But again, it's also a place where we could have bays potentially. Let's put a battery there for now. It's out of the way. Yes. Now we're going to need at least 4 of these engines, I think, at least. Now, I'd be tempted to say 6, and then put 6 on the back, and then at a 45-degree angle we should be able to leave the atmosphere. Anybody concur with that, considering this ship is mostly heavy armour blocks? So I think 6 rear-facing thrusters, 6 downward-facing thrusters, obviously the large hydrogens, we should be able to get it out of the atmosphere at 45-degree angle. Pretty sure of that one. Should have thought that landing gear is not going to need to go up as far. Well, we have the length of the ship. I can do them two aside. I could put them either side. The 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just put them at the back, but they kind of need to be at the front as well, don't they, just to look right. And if I'm going to use the back of the thruster as the floor, I can level them out and put catwalks on them. So that's good. Okay, so let's figure out where we can start by putting the first. Or perhaps we should have 2 down the middle at the front, and then 4 at the back, 2 aside. That would look good. Yeah, that would be better. So we need to make sure we leave a space for the landing gear we're going to do. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do 1 gap, and then do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's where we're going to put the engines. That'll be 1, 2, 3. No, 3 in height. Why do I keep thinking them as 3 instead of 4? 1, 2, 3. They're going to have to stick out the bottom, aren't they? So they are literally going to be on the ground, which isn't a problem once we've dropped the ship to the ground. In fact, we can literally hover a little bit above that. We can half a block because we're going to have the pistons. Yes, yes, that's going to work. 2 blocks beneath there, so 2 blocks above here. We need to have the connectors. Okay, let's grab that. 2, 3. Okay, where are we going to use? We need to duct this up with the conveyors. So far, we've got those at the side. We're probably going to have to put more hydrogen tanks in here as well. Okay, why is it suddenly flying backwards? That's weird. I might need a new keyboard. Those hydrogen tanks are doing good over there, so I could just leave them to the side engines, but I don't want to partition off my hydrogen tanks because I'm going to have to put oxygen generators in to make the oxygen for the bridge, and also hydrogen for these. Help charge them up. If I put tanks to the side here, make sure it's rigged up to at least one of these, then they'll all connect with each other. In fact, I need to connect to the side of the engine here, don't I? There you go. That is my connection to the sides. One there, and one there. So I can connect to the sides. I might just bring that down straight underneath, along, and down the middle. But I don't really want to do that because I want to be putting an area here that drops down so they can load. It would be nice to be able to fly this in survival. Bear in mind, it's not the sort of thing you'd have at the beginning of a site when you're very well on and you've got very good high production values. I mean, I know that I'm going to have to put a lot of generators in here, but the idea is that this will get fully filled up. I'm going to have a lot more tanks than that. It'll be fully fueled, and there'll be generators on it as well. I'm pretty sure we'll be alright. I fucking hope so. The doubts. Let's put these in place anyway for now, because I'm going to have to connect to something. Where are you, engines? There you are. Okay, so there's the front two. Am I losing the plot? 1, 2, 3. They are 3 blocks high. What? That looks like 4. No, it is 3 blocks. You know what? Yeah. Doesn't that look taller than it is wide? It's because of the shape of the thing, but it is 3 blocks wide. I was right all along. I was completely right. 1, 2, 3. That's good. At least it's not going to sit on them now. and that's level enough for the floor, and I don't mind putting catwalks in here to cover it. Not that I'm going to need to really, it's just this gap here that's the problem. Awesome. So guys, if you was taking just one hydrogen thruster, one of these large one, out of the atmosphere, how many tanks do you think you'd need to take a little bit of weight? I mean, bearing in mind I've got 6 there and 6 on the back I'm going to do. I could just have 4 on the back, to be honest, because it's the vertical motion as well. So I set like 10 thrusters, so divide this ship by 10 in weight. It's not going to need a great deal of thrust, surely. So as long as I put plenty of these tanks, I mean, I could have a bank there of 8 tanks and a bank on this side of 8 tanks. I think that'd be pretty good. I shall just hope. Yeah, I'm going to put a group of 4 at the back here, so 2 there and 2 there, and then I'm going to put a point in here somewhere that will lower down to the floor. May have to make this all half blocks to give us a bit more clearance underneath. But then you can just come along, the lift will come down, you drive in, it'll take you up. Yeah, because that's already high enough for that to fit underneath. So pay half a block extra, and then we'll have clearance. Interesting. Trying to weigh it out, isn't he? I like it. Clever. Right. Yes, I'm going to leave plenty of room for that ramp to come underneath. So let's put 2 engines either side at the back. I still don't know what the back's going to look like. I'm guessing with the 3 blocks the engines are going to line up the side. Perhaps I should put that in now. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I could get 3 across to the back, in the middle. I'd have to have that block, a conveyor, which is that one. That looked bad. Would that really be a problem? You know, one thing I shall do, I shall turn symmetry back on. There we go. Right. Let's have a look what this looks like with a conveyor block in the wall. I should probably do it red, but the fact it's a functional part. That look bad? It does, doesn't it? And it's not really going to be enough because I need to take more from there across. In fact, no, it doesn't. You know what? I'm going to look at the chat now. Oh, take care, Wargreen. Sorry you have to go, mate. But it's been nice having you on as usual. Okay, I don't need it on the side, do I? I put it on the back. I am being very, very stupid today. Skydome got to go as well. I think he got bored of making it. Right, thrusters on the rear. I can get 3 across, so I'm thinking just 3 across with them on the back. That's 5 on the back, 6 underneath. That should be more than enough. Let's go for that. Let's make these black thrusters. Now, should I make them the same level? Don't look too bad, does it really? That'd be a good way to do it. Quite good actually. And I could probably go for this similar design around the back of them. Yeah, heavy armour blocks are more weight, so obviously you're going to need more thrust. I think with 5 on the back, 6 underneath, we might be good. But we're going to put them in now and we'll give it a try. We shall try, we shall give it a go. I'm going to need to put some sideways thrust, but I'm going to use small ones probably. Still don't know where I'm going to put them though, that's the only problem. I did suggest last night that I might put them along under, where are we? this bit here. Might still do that. I've got to keep in mind though the landing bay, but I could do it at the back and the front, as long as I don't hit that landing gear. And the front should be quite easy, I think. Let's have a look. Will that fit in either side of these? We have... okay. The middle, maybe. The front, maybe, but no, I need to leave them blocks for the landing gear. But here I could do them, but then I've got the issue with the landing. You may want to put the centre one down one block to break the straight line setup. Oh, you mean that one there? Just drop it down by one. Possibly. Maybe even go up one, so it gives us like a access there at the back, and then maybe do the rear drop up and down instead. Because then I haven't got to worry about sideway thrusters here anyway because of this. Then I can use sideway thrusters along here without having to worry about anything dropping down in the middle. So if I put that central thruster up one, and make the landing bay at the back, I'd probably better have the back open, save driving under the ship as well. I need to bear in mind piston height as well, so pistons can travel 4 blocks. I need that level to basically drop down 2, so I need 1 piston. That's not even 2, that's the problem. That's 1 block. So yeah, 1 piston, possibly 2, 1 either side actually. 1 either side. I can do it behind. I can do it behind the thrusters. I have to 1 block back from behind the thrusters. Either side. Quite a large pad at the back, and then 4 thrusters. Oh, I need the 4 thrusters in the floor though. Sideways thrusters could start from here. Put quite a few of them on the side. I'll have forwards, backwards then and sideways, and then we're sorted. I have to put the floor ones in. I might have to keep the ramp idea at the front. But then if I'm putting sideways thrusters in, that's where they're going to be placed, and I'm going to have the block behind it and a block over the top. So this isn't going to be used. The only place I can do a loading ramp would be here, but then I want the ground engines here. Unless I put the ground engines all along down the centre. Keep the... just do them around the centre, and then use the back for the loading ramp. That would make sense, because these will be plumbed up anyway. I can just drop one down from there and go along. Well, so long as I don't come up into this floor space here, I'm okay, because the bridge is going to be up here above this red line. That red line is the floor of the bridge pretty much. So I have this height, at least 4 blocks in height, which is good, and I've got the full width pretty much, apart from I'll take some of this out and put these. In fact, that beam can come out totally. I can connect them to the side of that, can't I? I'm still going to have quite a bit of space. Like I said, I don't want to come into it too much. But I need that loading ramp so I can get a ground vehicle in. So it probably makes sense to have it at the back, doesn't it? And then we just have the thrusters slightly in front of the boarding ramp. And the boarding ramp can then actually come up higher to this floor here. Means I have this big hole underneath the ship. Can never win, can we? Because the ramp is going to have to come up to the same height as these blocks here. So this is the height the ramp's going to be on. When you get on it, you drive on it and it just goes straight down. Go straight down, it needs to be really flat, like even catwalk blocks. I'll probably actually do the half block, the half slope with half blocks for the ramp height. So that will sit there, which means the bottom of it will be halfway up this block, and that will be the bottom of the ship at the back where the ramp is, which will be a bit rubbish unless I also do hangar bay doors to come across the bottom to fill that gap. Might make it look a bit better. Could do that actually. Okay, that would work. I just needed to figure out where I'm going to put the engines. If I do the hangar bay there at the back, the engines need to fit in before the ramp. Can I get 6 down here? Or should I go either side still? One, two, three, four. How many blocks am I dropping down by? It's always planning, eh? So 1, 2. I'm just going to go to half a block here. So it's half, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the piston will actually have to be totally retracted when it's up at its height. So the piston will sit. Oh, let's just do the normal blocks. The piston will have to sit there with the half block underneath. That would be like the ramp that drops down. That's where the piston would have to go. So I could build above that. The thruster arrangement, I'm not too worried about whether they're underneath or the front. As long as I've got, between the two of them, because if you go up at a 45-degree angle, you've got use of all the thrusters to give that lift. And don't forget, as you start getting higher, you can start arcing then because you've got less pull down. I'm just trying to work out spacing because I think this platform needs to be the width for this, 5 wide. So I have a piston here and a piston there, which means I'm going to have to change some of this a little bit. So I think 5 by 5, a pad that's 5 by 5 or maybe 7 by 5, so 5 wide, 7 long. I'm just trying to make sure it will fit because that's where it's going to come up to, behind the engines, but not all the way in. So let's, hang on. That was clever. Okay, so that would be kind of like, imagine those two are pistons. That's a piston, one piston. That's the ramp, and it will now drop down to the floor. I'll probably make these sloped in so they don't hit the side. Get away with that possibly. Where'd the other one go? To drop through the planet. Great. So that would be the bay. We know that those engines will fit on the back. Let's put them back. Yeah, so having these lined up is not going to be a problem really, and the fact that they're linked up. Oh, hang on. The fact that they're linked up helps as well. Saves having to add more blocks. I had the option of making it a little longer and grouping the 3 thrusters closer. I could make the ship a bit longer, but it's more weight then, isn't it? I mean, I think that would work. Obviously this pad could go forward a little bit, but then I want to get quite a few. I want to get 4 more thrusters in the bottom, so I could do them here. Oh yeah, that'll work easily, under the main body of the engine. You know what, I don't know what I'm worrying about. That's going to fit easily. So I'll probably give myself 1 extra on the back there. So it's now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want the pad to be 7 in length, I think, because that will hold a tug and a cargo container easily on that. The piston can go in the middle, either side. That would... no, wrong block. So that would be the piston there this time instead. And to be honest, I'd probably just mount it straight up from the ceiling. Or I'm going to have hydrogen tanks, 1, 2, 3 at the side. A big hydrogen tank up here, and the side of that would mount to that. Okay, that would be the hydrogen tank. All very technical, isn't it? Am I one off? I am one off. Okay, let's put that there. That would be the position of that tank. Might as well just line them up now because I need to put quite a few in. I can. Yep, I can fit that one there. Will I get another one in the back? Would, and then I can connect that up. But will that be a problem here? It won't look too clever, will it? Maybe I should just leave it like that. Shame, because I could do with an extra tank in there. Yeah, that will look pretty bad. Yeah, that looked terrible. Let's leave that like that. So there's extra 4 tanks, and I can do that underneath as well, possibly. Don't want it to hit the side of this. It won't because that's above it. Okay, we might probably get away with this. No, we can't do it there. Hang on. Why can't I put you there? Of course, because the block's in the way. Okay, so get rid of these blocks and then I place them there, and then I've got a huge amount of hydrogen frost. There's my loading ramp at the back. I need to think about where the drones are going to go. I guess the drones are going to have to go up here, aren't they? The drones have got the connector at the back, so they might have to reverse up maybe. It will hang down like bats. That could look quite good actually. They could hang between each one of these. And I want 4 of them, don't I? So it could be one here, one there. Oh, there we go. That works out lovely. How long were they? Remember rightly, it was 15 or 20 blocks, which was equivalent to 3. So if I make that block there a connector, and I'm going down here, then I have placement for the 4 drones. So they'll be hanging down, so that's perfect. And then underneath here can be simply storage for cargo pods. And 2 tugs. Plenty. Absolutely plenty. To have these little connectors in various places probably. Connect to there, something like that. Maybe up the back wall slightly. Connectors on the side even. I think it's going to work okay. It's going to be very compact, but it should work. Let's get rid of these, because they're not actually going to be there now. I'll have to move this forward one, aren't I, actually, thinking about it, which will line up with that. So there would be a piston there, standard block there, and then the conveyor block will be there for those. Put that in now actually, because we can add the pistons later. Where are you? I don't even have to have the conveyor there because I've got the one at the end. Yes, that would be better. Just leave it like that. Get rid of those. So the piston will be the bottom 2. I'd put slope blocks at the end. That will clear, but I'm probably better off using merge blocks. Refineries I should be able to fit in quite easily. Refineries aren't that big, are they? Oh, hang on. Am I thinking of the wrong block? Oh, gold. Oh, gold. Yes, I was thinking of the wrong block. I was thinking the refinery being a 2x1. That's the assembler. Oh, Adam, it's your fault. I'll blame you for this. It was your idea in the first place. Well, we're building the bridge up here. We're going to have to put them along the top here. No, that's too high. Because the bridge is going to go 1 block above here. The roof of the whole vehicle will be but literally that block where the control room is. So block, windows, floor block. Floor block will be here, so that's level with the floor block. This can go behind the bridge. We're going to have these at the back. Yeah, here actually that would work, wouldn't it? I'm going to have to turn symmetry off a second. That would connect up there. There, is that correct? That's 2, and I can put another 2 behind. Or refineries be enough? It's not causing a problem for this, because that's enough height for the boarding ramp. I can't put the efficiency modules on, which is a shame, because that would really be helpful. But I could always lift them up one. I can go up one higher if I want to, there's no problem with that. And then I can get the efficiency modules on the back as well. Just rigging them up, that's the problem. What's on the ends? That's on the ends. So I can always rig up down the side. So if I actually put it have a look. There. I'm glad you said about that now, Adam, because I just absolutely was oblivious to that. But yeah, that would work, because then that will, I can turn them into those conveyors and drop it down to there. Yes, that will work. Let's go for that. The original conveyor idea. And I wish I had symmetry on. That's alright, I need to get rid of that anyway. Let's, I know where that's got to go now. So, let's put one there, one there, one there. Oh, symmetry mode. Don't need to now though, because I'm going to put these on. That is on the connector, yeah it is. Like that, and then another one behind it, which I can do because I've got the block to remove. I'm sure I can somehow make that look good. Change that to along, yeah I can bring that out along there, that's good. That'll still look good then. So how many refineries do you want? You can comfortably get 4 in here. Is that going to be enough? Bearing in mind that we'll only ever take off or land once the tanks are full. It would be suicide to do it any other way. We can get efficiency modules underneath within reason. I can connect those up to them easily, or up to that easily. Probably there would be better. So these will be connected to the side ones by this one over here. And to make it look sort of cool. So now we need to go to the floor as well. And to the floor can drop down from... Oh, from here, it makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so let's put that one there. Yeah, let's use normal blocks because it's a bit more construction strength, that kind of thing. Although it would make more sense to drop it from there, wouldn't it? Which means I can use the tubes here because that would look quite cool. And if I find I need to change that design later, then so be it. Okay. Ah, symmetry. Keep forgetting. Okay. Sorry, I just missed the conversation in chat then, busy thinking on this. Refineries in between the tanks, what about in the centre of the top tanks? Up here? Yes and no. We've sorted out where the drones are going to go, and I can probably get the tug in here as well quite easily up here. The cargo pods themselves can go down here, but if there's too many in here, they could be blocking access to get in. So this area needs to kind of stay clear really. We can put a few at the end, We'll probably get 6 on the end wall there, which is pretty good. So we're going to need to have space down here for it. I mean, suppose we've got the loading ramp. I could probably do some kind of connectors along here and have them sitting out this way, and then you could drive down the middle. So that would mean we could use the space up here. I mean, we've got a block of 3 here, so we could put another one in between. There's another 2 we could put in there. It just makes sense putting them here because the bridge is going to be at the front, sort of like here, and it's going to be the height that I am now pretty much. So then the back can slope down over the top of these, so we can either leave these open or cover them lightly with some sort of thin block, half blocks. But actually, yeah, I can put another one in between, can't I, here? One there, that'd be 6, and 6 should be enough. And then we keep this space here that I think I'm going to need. It's a good place actually to put connectors. I have a block there and a connector hanging, and you can literally then just connect the pods. Oh no, I can't hang. Oh, I can't hang them though, can I? Because if I'm on atmosphere, they need to be able to connect from the floor, which will be this height. So the pods are going to have to connect on connectors at this height. Okay, okay. So then along here, I'll be connecting them probably. Ooh. Oh, I could actually have pistons up here that come down and pick them up with the merge blocks that are on the roof, and then bring them up. That's what I'll do. Pistons with merge blocks that will just come down and pick them up off the floor and lift them up. So yes, I will keep that area free for that. So this is where the cargo pods will go. I'll get quite a few in here. Probably 3 wide by about 4 or 5 long. So there's a potential of 15 pods I could get in there. 4 by 3. They are 2 by 4. Yeah, 2 by 4. So it's not going to fit in there, is it? Can I get one more on the back? I could, but it look rubbish. I could get one more in there upside down. I just don't want to take up too much space in there. The pad's going to be here, so I don't want to take any more height off that. Oh, maybe I could just put in here, maybe one there, one there. Do we think 4 is going to be enough though? I mean, I don't need them really when I'm flying, because I'm pretty sure with all these I'll be okay. I'm going to put more down the bottom as well. I'll put more down the bottom as well. 4 will be enough. We're not going to fly up and then come straight back down again. And if I get rid of this bar, that's going to release some weight as well. So let's get rid of that, that one. I'm just going to be careful. Yeah, I've got them connected to the ends, that's good. Right, let's get rid of... You know what? There we go. Right, let's go this side now. This isn't going to connect, that's the only problem. Because it's going to be one down from there, but sitting next to it. So I need to somehow plumb into that without changing. That can come down to the it's connected already. O2 generators, Adam. Let's have a quick look. It's a good job you're there, even though I curse. And we're going to need some oxygen tanks as well, aren't we? Okay. These are good. These are 2 by thingies. These can all go along the back here. Oh, you know what? Oh. There was asking if 4 refineries are going to be enough to provide the hydrogen. They're not the ones that provide hydrogen. These are. So let's just stick them all across here. Yes, I shall put 1, 2, 3, 4, which doubled up is 8, and then connect them down the middle. Yes, I'm just doing that because I'm gonna have a humongous headache in a minute otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now it's all connected. They're connected, they're connected, that's connected, that's connected, they're connected. They can all start filling up with hydrogen. That's awesome. I just need to get some more tanks down here. Because at the moment you've got 16 hydrogen tanks. Is that going to be enough? Am I going overboard here? Can I get away with 16 hydrogen tanks? That whole piston idea, I want to start one block in, 1, 2, 3, and then that is where the piston's going to go. So these blocks here are going to have the piston on, so let me put a block there to remind me that's what I'm putting there. 1, and then it'll be 1, 2. So let's change the colour to yellow. So I'm going to replace these with pistons. And then I'm going to have the half blocks. And I'll have to figure out how I'm going to stop this from hitting the side. Paste it in survival. Yep, I know. We shall give that a go later. That could be used for something. This could be a good place for an aerial actually. So I might have an aerials out on display because they're not particularly good looking. But I could somehow do something there. It's going to be block higher, but at the back of the bridge, and then cover it over. I've got an aerial then and I'm going to worry about it. That's a good idea. Right, that's all connected. I do want to put more tanks in, I think. I think I'm going to need to. But then again, I might not need to. Shall we do it now? Let's get these back engines in before I destroy some brain cells. A block there, and then I can start there. 2, 3. 2, 3. Bearing in mind that's going to come up to the same height as there, I can put these in a decent height. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I've got room for one more if I want to, but I won't for now. Okay. A bit worried about this, but let's see. Let's just put in that for now. That I'll also put it all across. That's going to come to there, the bay, so I can do that safely. Let's put a block there. Block there. And that will line up to the side, so that's good. And that powers them down there. What am I doing? Silly me. That will come to there and then go to that block. Go to that block. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, thrusters, let's start putting them in. 1, 2, 4. There we go. This back area is good for a bay. We'll drop down and I can do some sort of fancy shaping at the back. Should actually look quite nice, it will taper up at the back then. Thrusters don't look too bad from the side, do they? That's where the main mass of the ship is, and then you've got these at the front. That's alright, that's not damaged the look of the ship too much, has it? I was worried about that, but that's good. And I've just remembered something. Sideways thrusters, we're going to use those little ones, wasn't we? I'm not doing any downwards ones because there's no need for them, or we'll have just the ions. So the sideways ones, we don't want to put them at the back here because that's where the pad's going to go. Although we can, because the pad's actually coming down a higher height. It'll be there, so I can do them on the side. Awesome. In fact, I can even actually have... You know what? I can even put them thrusters at the back. No, I can't, because that's the same height as that will merge in by half a block. Okay, that's cool. But I can put the sideways on the side. I just need to bear in mind that landing gear. So we want one of those basically on the side. That's a half block though, isn't it? A half block? No, it's not. There, that kind of position. Will that look good? That's not too bad. Need to make sure that I can plumb that in. We should be able to, because it's on the back of that. Yeah, that's doable. Have 20. You talk. Sorry, Adam. I missed your comment again. Have 20. Do you mean 20 side thrusters or 20 generators? "20 hydro thrusters on the side, yeah? I can do this under here, I just don't want to get too close to that. So let's make that the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. 20 hydro tanks. Really? I've got 16 at the moment, so add 4 more, yeah? Alright, we'll have a look at that later. We'll get it flying first and check that we've got manoeuvrability and the weight's enough. I want to make sure we've got enough thrust before I start thinking about the tanks. Side thrusters. If I do 5 there, and maybe, I don't want to damage the look of the side too much, but I think it might be too late. I suppose at the front wouldn't look too bad along here, if I sort of match them up with the pattern kind of thing. It shouldn't be a problem there. Got to think about these landing gears as well. It's not going to work because it's going to have to be there. 1, 2, 3. No, it's going to have to be here then. Kind of like having them struts under there though, so let's put a bank of 4 and 4. Yeah, we'll do that. 4 and 5, 8 either side. That'll be alright. We're not going to do a lot of sideways movements, really, are we? Although I've also got to think about ions. I suppose I'll put the ions up top. I could have the ions up top. I can figure that out. But these are a bit at the bottom then. Okay, and I need to modify those to be conveyor blocks. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if I just deafened anyone. How should I take this up to there? Like that, I suppose. Yeah, that'll do. Then I could put a blank block there, make that nice. Up here. The retractable landing gear mod's awesome. The only problem is that the landing gear is actually there all the time. It just looks like it's not. Which isn't a problem because we're never going to sit it on its belly. So yeah, it could look good on here, but if I remember right, it's only 1 block it goes by. But I suppose I could make it work. And you can colour it, can't you? So in black it looked pretty good, or even in red. It'll blend in with the ship. And then I haven't got to worry about the 2-point piston thing. I can just go for maximum minimum, can't I? You might be on something there, Red. I think I will use that. I've used it before. I've actually got it on What have I got it on? I've got a ship I built and I've got it on that. Can't remember what it's on now. Gemini 2, I think, the one we made in the Group Survival series, which we'll be starting soon. Actually thinking about it. Yeah, I've got them on that, so yeah, I could do that actually, and make some kind of nice cluster bit that comes down in red, and have the landing gear sit in that, and that will drop down one, but it'll have a piston behind it, so I can take it right up. Although I can't because that won't move up, so no, I can't do that. I can, but I won't make it look, won't look so flush as I had in mind. But yeah, I will use them, but it's just not the original idea. Yes, we will. Long story short, yes. I might have to bring them in one actually. Or at least a piston bringing one, so like an L-shaped type thing. Yeah, that'll be the answer. Instead of doing the timers and the 3-point piston thing, we'll just use those retractable landing gear because it'll look cleaner. Or will it? That could actually look cleaner. We'll have a look at that later. I've left some space for it, so let's get this thrust thing going. I want to know first of all if we've got enough thrust to get this thing off the ground. If it goes easily, what's here, then we know we'll be okay with, you know, taking the weight. Okay. Suppose it's got to be done, hasn't it? There we go. That's all connected now. They're connected. That will be connected. And then let's just take this out here. It's done. Okay, and I've got room now to connect one from there. No, I haven't. 1, 2. I haven't got space. But here I have. So I could probably put another one there. 2 more tanks. Probably 4. And that would be the 20 tank, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Come on, let's get them 20 tanks. Remember where I put it now. There it is. So one there. One there. That's... No, that's 22 tanks, isn't it? 8, 8, 16... Oh no, that's right, that's 20 tanks. There we go, 20 tanks. Got a nice big hydrogen bomb at the back. Well, if I fly it as it is now, and it like takes off really easy, like stupidly powerful, I can cut down half the engines. If it still lifts off fine, then I know I've got no problems. Because the weight of this ship alone, the cargo will probably weigh just a bit more than double the ship. So if it can fly on half the engines, then I'm pretty happy. Right, we've got them side ones plumbed into the bottom. Top is plumbed into that. I need to connect that to this now, which is not a problem because that's easy. And I can start making this look a bit nicer because at the moment all these conveyor blocks are a bit frustrating. But there you go. Just heard all the engines fire up underneath. There we go, and let's see what damage they put into the floor. That does look pretty cool actually now, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, let's get some side thrusters on now. We've got the spaces for them. Did I use... If I remember right, at the underside I didn't actually use heavy blocks, did I? I just did 2 light armour. I did do 2 lines, didn't I, of heavy blocks. I think it was like this one or something. Oh, I'll use light armour. We want to keep it light now. Okay, what was the shape? There it was. So let's put that one back. And then that one. Josh. Don't forget to add the talkie toaster. Yeah, you know what? We might have to do that. We might have to make something like that. Well, welcome to the stream, Josh. I think I've seen you before. Your name rings a bell. But if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. We do these streams every weekday afternoon, 8 PM GMT. Just to give you a reference, it's now 1:45 in the morning here. So we started streaming 4.75 hours ago. It's actually the second stream for tonight because I had a survival series, solo survival that went on for the first 2.5 hours, which I do every Thursday. But if you have all the other weekdays, I end up doing this kind of thing, where we just do a shared server. Anyone can join in. So Josh, if you've got Space Engineers, welcome to join the server. The link is in the description for the Steam group. Once you join the Steam group, you'll be able to click on my name and join game, and you'll be in the server. And you can then watch the stream from your own perspective, leave YouTube on the background so you can hear us talking, and you get to see all the action and more. And you can even help build something if you want to. There's certain things we need building, so you can get involved with that if you want to, or just watch. And cheers for the sub, Josh. And don't forget to like and share as well if you can. That'd be great. The channel's certainly growing really well right now, and we've got some big plans in the works. Again, anybody else who's watching who hasn't subscribed, liked, or shared, please do. Trying to make this better. I don't want to sound like I'm begging, but I'm begging. I'm begging. Right, let's put some blocks over these. Bear in mind that's going to be a half block there, so I have got the room above it, so that's cool. Make it look nice, bit flush down here. That will do for now. I'm not going to fill anything in until I know that I'm finished with it. Those ones have to be covered. Yep. These ones need to be by catwalks probably. We've got quite a lot of width here really. The area here could be used for something half decent. Right. Okay. We've already decided that the 4 drill things are going to be hanging out in between these, which look pretty cool. We could literally call them bats, couldn't we? The fact that they'll be hanging upside down here, that's pretty cool. Tug will probably be, as soon as the tug is going to be used quite a lot, the tug's going to literally be here. We can have both the tugs here. The Rogo one could be on the pad. The wheeled one, sorry. The one with the ion thrusters can be up here, docked in somewhere. So when we're in space it can be used. And I'd imagine above it would have the 2 space bats, I'll call them bats, but the drills, and then the 2 behind there would be the atmospheric, so they can come out without them being in the way. And then we can have all the pods here. Oh sorry, at the top aren't they? We're going to have the pistons coming down with the merge box to pick them up. We could probably like colour the floor so we know, will be the catwalks we'll be using, so we can do coloured catwalks so we know where to position them. And then the merge box will come down, and within a few angles degree it will pick it up. She will fly in a minute actually, Josh. We're gonna fly any second. I'm not gonna put that thing at the back yet. I have just realised a big mistake though. I've put those side thrusters where I want the ramp to drop down. This is a family stream, so I'm not gonna swear, I'm just gonna say oh dearie me. But this back section can go down. I'm gonna have to get rid of those engines, aren't I? You're right, they're not, are they? Because if they were, my hair would be on fire. That's a simple one though. Thank God. Can't believe I forgot about my drop ramp. There we go. We could fly this now. We've got forwards and back. Oh, we've got 2 thrusters for braking. Not too worried about that. I am. We can belly it down. We can bring the nose up to slow her down. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. We're not going to be going anywhere too fast when we get in the base. I think we should give this a go. Let's see how this goes now. We've got enough thrusters, I think. We don't need down pointing thrusters until we're in space, and that's going to be ions. We've got lifting thrust, we've got forwards and backwards thrust. Let's go for it. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's plant ourselves. In fact, you know what? Let's go to a different view where we can see clearly what's going on. From a distance is always good to get a better idea for what's happening. Okay. Right, I better group thrusters. Okay, so I need to turn them off for any reason. But I should probably go hydrogen thrusters. Get them in their own group. Hydrogen thrusters, so I don't get the reactors we call them. Okay. Hydro thrusters. Take them off there. I haven't got any gyros. I just looked at chat and saw it. Adam knows me really. Oh, Adam, that's so funny. I just realised I looked at the chat and I thought he's told me, haven't they? And there he is. Adam, he will notice in a minute. Oh boy, you know me too well. Ooh, okay, gyros. I had figured out a place to put them, hadn't I? And down here probably is a pretty good place. How many gyros? I suppose we're going to need quite a few actually, aren't we? It's like the first time you said it. Not without the gyros you can't. Oh yeah, okay. I don't watch the chat so much. I've got a free screen set up, okay? My middle screen is an ultra wide 27-inch, so it's pretty big. That's my view. And to the side, to the left, I've got the chat window. To the right, I've got the preview of YouTube streaming. The far left, next to the chat, I've got my OBS. The far right, I've got me live stream panel with this thing the user does the poll and keeps an eye on things and does the subscription stuff. And my Winamp playing the music. So I've got everything going on, so I just concentrate in the middle, and if I see the left scroll up a bit, I know a new message has come up, but I'm usually concentrating in the middle. So yeah, I do make a point to check every now and then, but not as much as I probably should do. Alright, there's 6 and 6. I think that might be enough. A little bit of me tells me to put some at the back just because it would make sense, but no, just leave that for now. But thanks guys, I just about remembered. Okay, right. Again. Gyros. Oh look, we have some. Andy. And gyros. Save, hide up terminal. So gyros, thrusters, let's do the ion thrusters as well, because I want to turn them off and use without them first. I know they give a bit of assistance, but right now they're just forward and backwards. We will add more soon. What else do we want? That'll do for now, won't it? Yes, that will do for now. Okay, let's change this bar. We've got the open and close at the front, that's cool. Groups, gyros, toggle block on and off. Ion thrusters, toggle block on and off. Hydrogen thrusters, toggle block on and off. Yeah, that'll do. The only thing I'm worried about is I have one battery. That's all we have on this. I'm going to need more than that for the gyros. One was the best there. He's trying to hold his big hangar doors. He was making it. It wouldn't do anything. He forgot power. Yes, I just remember power as well on this one. I've got one battery. That. I better just pop a reactor here a second, because I've got a feeling the gyros are going to need more than that one battery. Where's the reactor? I should probably actually fit. I'll probably fit one of these in here anyway, so I'll probably put one of them at the back by the bridge, probably like here. Oh, that's a good place to put it actually, just here. You know what? Let's do that right now. reactor, it's... Yep, there you go. That's that done then, isn't it? Haven't got to worry about it now. It's a good place to put a reactor, really, isn't it, if you think about it? You know, right by the hydrogen. If you want explosion, it's got to be good. I can shape over that quite nicely now, because the bridge area is going to be there in that gap. Like I said, the very top of the vehicle is going to be one block above this, so I'll have sloped windows up to it, and then have a flat area. So there's plenty of room there for a bridge and a little bit of whatever. Right, we are ready. Let's go to this view. Yes. Landing gear disengaged. Which, by the way, we need to make sure we've got auto gear off. And instead of using the P key, I want to group them as their own because I hate using the P key for landing gear. Switch lock. Oh, hello. I've just noticed Steam stopped and restarted. Never mind, that shouldn't cause any problems. Right, this is the nervous bit. Locked, unlocked. There we go. Starbag landing bay. We've got that at the front. No worries about that one. In fact, you've not seen, have you? Let's do that quickly. Do it ever so quickly. See these on the side? They do this. Oh yes. And the ships that we've got, the drones and the tugs, will fit in there easily, either from underneath or the front. And we've got the same on the other side. And we've got 4 drones, 2 atmospheric, 2 ions, and they will hang upside down like bats between them 4 prongs where the pistons are attached to. Space tug will sit underneath, and the wheeled tug will be at the back, and all the cargo will be in between. Pretty awesome. And it's working. Look, there's no delay on that second piston. Earlier on it was causing us problems, and it's actually worked perfectly. Oh, things are getting good, things are getting good. This is my best build ever, I've got to say. It's my favourite build, I'm really enjoying this build. Right, here goes. Landing gear's off, let's see if this gets off the ground. Oh, that's just holding the spacebar down, it's just lifting. Yeah. So it can, but we need more thrust. Ooh, that was pretty slow. Let's have a look at the info on this ship. Grid mass 3 million. 3 million. Let's head for space. Saying that, I need more gyros because that's me moving the mouse halfway across my desk. Let's add some more gyros. We're going to need a lot more gyros because that's just not cutting it out at all. We're going to fly up to space now, Josh. We're going to see if we can get this out of the atmosphere, and we're going to go and have a look at the old bugs and pop them in, possibly. Nice to see that they fit. But I need to put many gyros in because it's just not going to be enough. I'm going to move these around a bit later. Alright, let's see if that does the job. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's still not enough. That's a bit of an eye-opener. Oh, they're resurrected. You're back. Yeah, it's going really well at the moment. This is. Wow, we're up to 15 watches. I think that's a record for my streams. That sounds bad, doesn't it, when you look at people's streams with thousands on, but hey, I'm a new channel. 15 watches, that's great. Lots of new guys, hopefully. Like, share, subscribe, please. I do these streams every weekday night, starting at 8 o'clock GMT, which is approximately 5 hours ago I started. So 5 hours ago, every weekday night, I'll be streaming this kind of stuff. This is an open server as well, by the way. Open server, so there's a link in the description to this video to join the group. If you join the group, you can then see my name in the group, join game, and you'll get in the server. And then you can then help us out or just watch from your own perspective. We do ask you don't go pasting things in without forewarning or get permission, because this is obviously a stream. And we're actually making a base over there, which a lot of you haven't seen yet. But there is, if I turn that off, you can see a hole in the side of the mountain. Pretty big base. Which we will fly into a bit later as well. But I want to get this into space first. Although we did say we were going to take it in there. Let's take it in there and then come out and go into space. I just need to put more gyros in, because that ain't enough. Okay, there's a few places I can put them for now, and I can always sort them out later. It's actually quite scary when you realise how many gyros you're going to need. I suppose I could put them down. Oh, I could have put them there if I didn't have lights, but the lights are too good to take them out. I can see that I'm going to have to just make do with this, aren't I? Right, that'll do. I'm going to have to just use the full width of my desk for the mouse. Oh, hello. We're going down now. We're going down. We're going down. A bit too much weight, I think. This isn't looking good for getting out the Earth's atmosphere, is it? Okay, let's get back out anyway. It might be because it's building it whilst it's in the air. That can sometimes happen, can't it? Locked. Lift off. It barely wants to get off the floor. Tony Moss, thanks for the subscription, mate. It's great. Yeah, Adam, we might need to change some blocks to light, mightn't we? We have some big problems. We have lots of big problems. Because that can't get off the ground as it is. Just putting them extra gyros on, it ain't going to take no weight. We only more than double the number of thrusters. Okay, let's check something. The mass right now is 3.767. That's gone up loads just by putting them gyros on. 675. Right, let's just try something. Let's go to one heavy block and place it there. That was 675. No, it's 975. And did that first value move as well? 770. It did, didn't it? 770, 975. It did. So it's about 3,000, 3,100, I think that was. 3,200, something like that. 3,200 mass for one block. You're right, Josh. Yeah, it should only just function. It's about 3,200 for one heavy block. I think that's about right. If it's 1/3 or less for a light block, then I think we do need to go for light blocks. Wow. 767, 675. Has that even gone up? Let's just double check this, okay? 767, 675. So let's just get this straight. Wow. I was not expecting it to be that different. That's not changed, is it? So basically, one normal light armor block, it doesn't even register. It's must be like 0.5. But one heavy armor block puts it up to like 3,000. That's a phenomenal difference just for one block to make. I think we are going to have to change it all to light blocks because that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised by that. I was in my head thinking that a heavy block would be like 2 or 3 times the weight of a standard block. But that's talking like, it's like not even 0.5% difference. I mean, I know that Keen have got to sort some of the values out, but that is one that needs to be sorted out crazy quick. Because that's wow. Yeah. We need to change some blocks. That's light armor. Good. Because I don't want to have to disconnect those pistons. All the red was meant to be heavy armor. Alright, all this, they're heavy armor. Well, they're heavy armor. So yeah, if it's red, it's heavy armor basically. So all the red needs to change to light armor. I mean, all the reactors in Iron Thrusters, that is absolutely nothing compared to the weight that is put on by these blocks. Just to change these to a light block, we're going to shed the weight of this so much, and this will fly easily. I just kind of speechless on that one. That is really, really different. I mean, look, let's do this, right? Heavy armor block here. It's not on symmetry, so that's good. This is 4 blocks we're going to change. That's going to be about 12,000 weight drop. Good math, 7.5, yeah, it's about right. So we've already started saving weight. Let's see how much difference that makes to taking off. Not much, but it did move a little bit then. But by changing all this red now to light block, we will be so much lighter. It used to be worse in weight difference. I never used to use heavy blocks, to be honest, but this is probably one of the first times I've actually used heavy blocks. Hence why you can see how shocked I am, because I just never thought it'd be like that. Take a few minutes to replace them. Yes. Yes. Well, we're definitely going to have symmetry on for this. Oh, hang on, put the right symmetry on, that'd be good. But let's start carefully. Am I going to be able to tell which ones I've done as well? Yeah, because it's going to do that. Just check. Okay, well, let's start. I'm just worried about taking something off. I really am worried about it. Taking something off that needs to be there. And we're already shedding like weight just doing this. It's crazy. Read David blogs messages. I would use SC Toolbox. You know what? That's probably a good idea. But I haven't got it installed at the moment. It's something that needs to be. Yeah, we could probably. I mean, I can go into the save file and change it. That might be a better way, or just use the SE toolbox. Yeah. I'm not going to risk ruining it. Let's leave it like for now. We're not going to fly it right now, I don't think, because it's just not going to fly, is it? What we could do is carry on building with light blocks now, because I'm pretty sure once we change all those heavy armour to light, it will fly. It won't need so many gyros either, because it'll be a lot lighter. But once it's got a load, we're going to need a few gyros. We'll get rid of a few of these gyros that we don't need over here anyway. I think the weight will be less than half what it is now, to be honest. That should do for gyros at the front. Never known had to have many more gyros than that, really. So yes. I wonder if there is a way that you can convert actually in it anyway. Isn't there something you could do? Oh, it was convert to ship and thingy, wasn't it? Yeah. A grid mass already. Going down. Look at that sunset coming over, that's quite cool. Oh, you've moved the light away so that we can see it. Awesome. Is the sun setting? It is, isn't it? Or is it going up? Can't tell. No, it's coming up. We're getting lighter. Never mind. It's a shame because I wanted to give this a fly. How can we do... We can't do SE Toolbox because it's not on the server. It is going to take a bit of time to change them all. It would be better to do an SE server. Right, okay, we'll leave that. Let's... What is the time? What we're doing here? I'm at 12 minutes past 1 in the morning. I should have stopped streaming an hour and 12 minutes ago. We was a bit over by half an hour on the first stream, so I've even gone over on this one. So let's give us 15 minutes to get some shape at the top done. I will carry on with the light blocks, and then I shall get the rest transferred over using either editing the file or using the SE Toolbox. I'll get it sorted out during the day tomorrow. Let's get this. I'm going to get this front shaped off. We've had this kind of shape happening here, and I want to take it over the top to give it that one extra block height here. Although I do actually want, the glass to be further down. I know we can get away with going an extra 2 blocks high rather than just 1. Yeah, let's carry this on around the side and see what it looks like. Bearing in mind we're going to have a few of these weird lines turning up because we're doing a combination of blocks, but that will get sorted out eventually. So we'll have that there. At least the doors work anyway. Oh yeah, MJ, you haven't seen it, have you? MJ, I called him MJ again. MJ. Mr. J. Have a look at these doors, Mr. J. You ready? But you know what? I wonder if it's because we had a battery, because since we put that reactor on, they work perfectly. There you go. Red, have you seen that? You have seen it, haven't you? You've been here long enough to see when I last did that. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's close them again. Yeah, they're going good. Loving it. Loving it. Let's get some likes. If you're not already liked, let's get some likes because you got. Oh, come on, you got to like me for that. That is awesome. This is going to go. This is definitely going to go on a Steam Workshop once we've got all those ships on it. We need to go up and see them ships again, don't we? But we should really put them in once we go up there. Right. Let's get this building up here. Josh, go down, if you look in the description of the video, you'll see the link. Just click on that and it'll be in. Don't need to invite you, it's an auto accept, so just do that. Aurelian, I think it says 8. Yes, well, not the Red Dwarf. We're making a mining ship and it happens to be red. So we decided to call it Red Dwarf, and we have made some drones and tugs that are the colours of Starbug and I forget the name of the other one now, the blue ones. So we're kind of roughly going along the Red Dwarf theme, but we're not actually copying the ship. But it is a mining ship, so I do like it when it gets dark like this. The red goes this nice deep red colour, and you've got the glow with the orange and the yellow. Very Guardians of the Galaxy sort of Iron Man-ish, isn't it? But Iron Thrusters almost ruin it. I'm getting the glow off the front now, you can actually see that, it's quite good. I'm liking that. Yeah, if anybody wants to join in on the server and actually view it from their own perspective, sometimes we get involved with a little bit of building. Just don't be pasting anything in unless you've got prior. If you asked prior, we've said yeah, because we've got to be careful with the server. But yeah, join the group and then you can join the game. Ever build a mining laser? Right, we could do a mining laser, but this isn't actually going to do the mining itself. This is just a vessel that takes the mining crew and that with it. It's got loads of refineries on board, so it can refine what it's mined. And then by the time it gets back to the base, which is over there in the mountain, which we'll have a look at in a second, it shall then unload the cargo pods that we've got. And there's one down here. These are the cargo pods we use. They get pulled around by the tugs, dropped by the mining holes. The drones then do the mining and empty into these pods. These pods get pulled back by the tugs to the vessel. Once we're full, we return home, and the cargo pods get pulled out by the automated drones in the base. Pretty awesome system. Yeah, Josh, yeah, we will keep it a Red Dwarf theme, definitely. The mining ship, anyway. Do love Red Dwarf myself. Just gone through all the new series, it's awesome. Okay, let's get this top part done then. Got this sort of shape coming on. Oh, I just noticed actually that's the wrong angle there, isn't it? I've put the wrong block in. Let's go to one of these blocks. Nope. Okay, let's go with... Yeah, that will work actually, because I don't want to go that one high yet until I get to the windows of the bridge. So that should look pretty good. And then I can have some kind of bridge. You know what, it's tempting to start the bridge here really. Quite a sleek kind of window maybe. I can always picture the window starting here, quite thin and getting wider and moving back. I think that might be a bit too far forward, especially considering we need to get connector blocks in here. Tony Moss, I'm jealous. You met the lads from Red Dwarf at the NEC 2 weeks ago. Oh, that would have been good. Aurelian, did you have hover engines when dropping into atmosphere? I've not dropped into atmosphere. It's been built here and it's not... Well, it took off briefly. We added some weight and it dropped. We realised that the heavy blocks need to be changed. So that will be done. We won't be flying anywhere today. I'll be changing the heavy blocks for lights using our Verity toolbox already seen the save file itself. So I'm just going to get the rest of the shape done now. I'm not too sure of this. I like it being thin like this down the front, but where it's got wider here, that's going to look a bit too wide unless there's something worth having on here. I could maybe just take a bit more body panel up, but I wanted that to be where the windows were. I can't go too much higher because I need to take it in the base, and we had a couple of blocks to spare, so I need to figure out as well the length of those drills so I can make sure they're hanging here. let's take spectator view up to space and go and check out the vehicles that Trent built yesterday that are going to go in here. I've just bombed right past it. Alright, they're here. There they are. Okay, so there is our Starbug. Not quite the same as original, but it's the Starbug colour. And that's the tug, the space tug that carries the pods around as they need to. And then here is the drone that will do the drilling and offloads into the cargo pod when it's full. And then when the cargo pod's full, Starbug will take it away. That reminds me, we need to put these letters on, don't we? We're going to put them on Red Dwarf in a minute, I think. Took off, LOL, hovered hardly. Yeah, that's right, Josh. Right, so the length of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 long. So that's equivalent to 3 large blocks, which is perfect. That's good. Let's go back and put that into action. For those that are watching now and haven't seen the base, because it's quite a major part of this series, the base is here. You see the hole in the wall. We have huge doors here, which do work. So you can get a better idea of the base. Let's go into the cliff. There is the workings for the door. It's 4 doors that close horizontally and vertically. It's awesome. We have underneath little bays. These ones aren't finished, but over here they are, or almost. We're going to add some more pistons. So these pads here will move out and go up with the various ships on. And each one has its own apartment type thing, which we've got to decorate yet with a mod that we're going to add eventually. There will be a control room type pod or a blank that will come up here. Might even make a 4th pod, drill back and make a 4th, so we've got 8. We've got this landing pad which rotates and it works. This red patch is because we was experimenting. I'm going to change that all to large blocks. But that Red Dwarf will fly in here, land on there, it will spin around, and there'll be drones in here that will automatically empty the pods, take them out. They'll be brought down here on the backs of these vehicles which we're still designing, and down here they'll be merged up to various racks and emptied into the base, where the base will then deal with it, make what needs to be made, so on and so forth. We have a control room here which is in the making. We'll have programmer blocks here. I do coding as my job, so I've got no problems doing the programmer blocks. 8 drones up here. When a ship's going to come in, doors will open, the 8 drones will fly down in units, all together like a formation, and then I'll split off here, 4 either side like landing lights, like a runway. The ship can fly in. When the ship's in, the doors are closing, the drones are flying before the doors close and go back to their relative places. Josh, I did actually once contemplate making the Red Dwarf. I actually made Starbug when Space Engineers first came out. I made a Starbug, and that save game got ruined with the updates. But I might actually I've got some scaled stuff I found, like blueprints and stuff. So I might actually be able to make a real Starbug, as accurate as possible. I'd definitely love to give that a try. I might have to make that into a little bit of a series. But yeah, I'll definitely be wanting to do that. But that will be another day. So yeah, that's the base. I suppose we should show off these doors, seeing as we've got some people watching that haven't seen it yet. Although I'm not in thingy view, am I? I'm in... never mind. I'll have to show you in a bit. But yeah, lots of ideas, lots of things to try, and I'm quite particular with my builds. There's Mr. Orange, there we go. Let's get this done. There was something, I checked the distance, didn't I? So then, yeah, them drones are 15 blocks long, small blocks, which is 3 large blocks, so that's the height of there. So if the merge block is actually this one here, they'll fit there without hanging down, which should be perfect. So this will be merge blocks. Can we, Mr. J, can you move the the light bot, whatever it is, Tim, over here so we can see, please? Which that would be very handy. Thank you very much. Now the only problem is, to have the connector here, we're going to have something above it, and I want the windows to be there. So, problems. Let's have a look at the old connectors, because I don't think they're going to connect side on, are they? Unless I turn them at a certain angle. That way I can, but that way I can't. So let's do it that way. And I'll have to cover them with something. They don't need to be... They don't need to be connected, I don't think. It's just for parking and charging. And they can charge from them without having to be rigged up. So we'll go with that. I know they could possibly have stuff in them and it'd be a good place to empty, but I'll have to empty somewhere else. This is purely just for parking. But if we manage to find a way of plumbing them up, then we'll do that. For now, that's where they hang from. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need the fourth one, which is where the control panel is, which we can get rid of because we're not actually going to fly it right now. So that's the locations for the 4 drills to hang from. It'll be 2 atmospheric, 2 ions. That look pretty cool when it's down there, I think. Probably some kind of lighting next to them as well. Some more of that orange lighting here. That could look good. Okay. So let's now shape this around there. I think we do need to go 1 extra block high. The light bot is actually Trent's design. Trent's fellow YouTuber, Trent and Phoenix. The 3 of us do a group survival, which has been on a break. We're on season 3 soon. We should be starting maybe, well, technically it would be tomorrow if we started. Possibly next week. I can't see it being tomorrow, to be honest, but we'll see. I'll talk to Trent. We'll see what happens, but probably next week if we get started. It wasn't. Yes, you're right. It wasn't a light to begin with, was it, Adam? You're right. It was an annoying thing that kept shooting. So yeah, that is now a light. Okay, that's an ongoing thing. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I had Gatlings on because he was shooting me with it. I remember now. I told him to make it something useful, so he did. He put lights on it, which is actually pretty good. It is actually a pretty decent spotlight, and it's good that now the spotlights actually work. I am really struggling with the shape of the front of this. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have this shape there. It's good there. Maybe I should have a little flat bit here. And that would be a good place to have ions actually for downwards. That would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Yes, that is a good, very good place for ion thrusters. So when we're in space, we want to use ions, not hydrogen really. Where are my ions? There they are. So let's say put them up like this. We need to make these different colour though, really. Having them protruding like that shouldn't look too bad. Pop them in and have a look. How many should we do? How many should we do? Down, so above the doors maybe? Yeah, let's go for that. 12 either side. That's gonna look rubbish, isn't it? And if we go down one further, I think we can. No, because it's going to hit the pistons. But we can go in one further, and then that will be flush. Okay, let's try this change at the front and see how that affects things. Okay, let's get the right colour. Get this down a bit further to, let's stick to it for now. I do need to actually move these back, don't I, to where I'm putting these down, but then I'll have a flat block in front of it. Yes, Josh, you're right. Read the chat. The acknowledgement is great. It is great knowing you guys are enjoying this and liking the builds. I just get so engrossed in it and concentrate. I end up forgetting and leaving some of the chat sometimes. But you're there. I can see it to the side. The chat that you see on the video, obviously, it times out after like a minute or something. But obviously, I've got the normal pop-out chat on the screen next to me here, so I can see everything you said. I do check it on it. I'm not liking having them sticking out like that. Not liking it at all. Perhaps they should be integrated along the top somehow. It won't fit there. Down the sides I could do it though. Probably better off dropping them in the top here somewhere. So that's the one that got the lights on, so I don't really want to move that. Might have to put them along here on the back. Yeah, I'll have them all on the back, I think. I'm not going to have them at the front. That's going to look terrible. This shit was originally intended just to be looking good and have a function. So, looks over function on this one. Let's pop these along. Does that look alright with a flat area there? Let me get away with it. No, it's alright. And that'll work nice with the cockpit when I start it back here. Which I think should be pretty much here the cockpit should start. Yeah. I could do some kind of half block thing here to get a little bit of height. That'd look quite cool. Okay, let's fill this in. Yeah, that's good. And let's try the half block idea so we can cover these up a bit. Okay, I swear I've got reds selected. Because of the shadow? It is, isn't it? Yes. That's really strange. Okie dokie. Put that back. And I shall use this block at the side. Like that. The light went correctly, that should look alright. And start the bridge from here. I have a fairly long but thin shaped bridge. I need to carefully remove these blocks. It's connected to that, so we're safe. Yes, okay. Let's take this back for now, so we get an idea of lines. I'm sure I will be changing this quite a lot. Get to there. And the same with this. And I'm sure we'll make this a little bit wider here. Yeah, it's going to have to really. Let's take this across as well though, and we can work out how that's going to fit. And then put this one on here. If you're going for function overlooks, not Red Dwarf, make it look like it. If it works, great. A frame in space. I will do a Red Dwarf build one day. I'll probably start with a Starbug, do a decent sized Starbug, whether it's with small blocks or large blocks, I don't know. I'll probably do small block Starbug and then do a large block Red Dwarf. I'll do a whole series on that and just purely do that. This is just named Red Dwarf because we want to do a mining vessel and we figured, you know what, if we're going to do that, let's make it red and call it Red Dwarf. But yeah, I will actually, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go full out and do the Starbug with small blocks mods, so I get the glass, that kind of thing, and I'll make it to scale. I've done scale builds before. I actually made I used Space Engineers to help me plan a project I'm doing in the next year with converting a coach into a motorhome. So you know I can do scale on this, no problem whatsoever. So I'll do a proper Starbug. It'll probably be quite a long build. You probably added about a quarter of the weight of light blocks to one heavy block. Yeah, you're right there, Adam. Off target, however you stumbled upon something. Very good, that's what we want. Good. No worries. Now this build itself, I suppose I shouldn't call it Red Dwarf if I'm going to do the Red Dwarf, because I'm going to put this on... I'm going to call it Red Dwarf and then maybe like in brackets something like Homage or something, or I don't know. Red Dwarf Mini Red Dwarf, Mini Red Dwarf. There you go, Mini Red Dwarf. But I'm gonna put the lettering on the side, and on the side there. Which, you know what? Come on, let's do that now. I've got the mod. Let's put it on before we forget. Right, R-E-D W-A D-R-F. There we go. Let's choose white. I do. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 letters. Okay. Just check. Oh, you know what? These are half blocks, so I'm gonna have to make it come out where it's going to start. So let's just measure there, I guess. 13, 4 in. So that would be the R. Okay. Yeah, curse you. One, two. These are all going to fall off now. Put them back on again, right? So R-E-D base D. That's not going to fit, is it? What am I talking about? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I've got 4 other sides. So it's going to start there, isn't it? And that can be a slope up to it. I'm just putting letters on the sides, totally changing the ship now. But actually, it doesn't look too bad. And I could actually probably even change these side blocks now for slightly different design, maybe. Yeah, Josh, the scale of the actual Red Dwarf, yeah, definitely. I know what you're on about there. That's going to be something. You know what? I've just done that one. Okay. Let's go for that one. Okay, let's grab that colour again. And that one. And then this one. Now this is the problem because we're going to a size that's already there. Frustrating. I might drop it in, or should I leave it there? Can I a lot of time on this. Should I go for that? Drop it in and out, or... Yes, I'm going to do that. I like that because the lettering's going to be on it. I just thought I got symmetry on. This is going to look a right mess on the other side. I'll be really freaked out if it turns out to be the right way around the other side. That looks awesome. That does actually look pretty cool, doesn't it? That looks good, doesn't it? Like that. Now let's have a shock around the other side. Okay. That's interesting. Let's sort this out. Some of it went, some of it didn't. Okay. Before I go any further, I need to do something. Because this was a lot of work and umming and ahhing and all that. I'm going to keep it like this as well. Because this extra ledge we've got now also works nice with the orange lights when that spotlight's gone. Yeah, that's all there, isn't it? Cool. Okay, let's get the white back on. Look into Bitcoin? What do I look into Bitcoin for? Do that rubbish. I didn't. You put Bitcoin in your title, channel explode. I could also put lots of pictures of naked women almost on these thumbnails, but that's called called. I can't find the word for it now. Clickbait. No, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna just base my channel on its actual content. No trickery. I do this a lot for the fun of it, and I do want to get some funding out of it because I've got some big projects on the go, and if I want to be involved in it, so if I can get funding through YouTube, that's great. But yeah, there you go. Three subs away from 100. You're joking? I hit 90 subs last night, and I've had 7 subs today, have I? Wow. My thing is not telling me the truth. 3 subs away, eh? I wonder if we can hit 100 tonight. I was going to finish the stream soon, but 3 subs. Can we get 3 extra subs? Anybody not subbed, please, come on. 3 subs. We need 3 more subs, and I can hit 100. I figured that, you know, I might do something special for 100 subs, and I figured that might be like probably Monday or maybe possibly tomorrow. But man, if we get tonight, I'm gonna have to think up something quick. Perhaps it'll have to be doing the actual Starbug. Yours says 93 at the moment. Mine's mine doesn't really say it such. It tells me how many subscribers I've gained. And on the last stream I gained a few, and this one I have, but this time it's actually stopped telling me. Yeah, you're right, 93. I think that's 93. But I've had more. Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see. YouTube is a bit weird though. I mean, one day I'll go up by a couple, then go down by one, and the next day I'm back up to where I was. And then you look at the graphs, I have these really random spikes, and I don't know. I quite like the way that sticks out with the letters on. I really like that. And even that bit goes in and out again, it kind of just emphasises that sticking out for the name. People leave when you talk about them watching. Oh yeah, watch count just gone down. Right. Let's get this bit done then. That's cool. I think we'll go another 15 minutes and I'm going to stop the stream because I've gone over again by 2 hours. Oh boy. Okay, I've got to figure out the cockpit area. I can kind of picture like a Out here it needs to be full width. I don't really want it to be that long. Yeah, Mr. J, Solar Survival was quite good. Well, we got a drill drone created. That's pretty much the whole 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Didn't get quite done what we wanted to, but I think we do well considering what we made. We might actually even bring the drone into here because it's pretty good. That block there should start pulling out, I think, to the side to give us the size we want. Go. And like that. And then probably change this lower block to take to the width of that as well. That could look quite good, but also it might not look so good. Just trying to picture the block I'm going to need here as well. That's not going to work. That will. No, it won't. It will do. Problem here. I've got the wrong count of blocks to do this. That's the wrong. To carry out that angle, it needs to be there. I've come down one too soon. Oh, I get you. Yes, I see what I've done. Does it have to be 100% smooth? I like smooth lines on these builds. How can I go from that to that? I can't really, can I? Without having to use that block. I need to have a 2-block side. Yes, that could be a pain. Although I did want to kind of do something down here rib-wise, but now I really like the look of the side of this. Unless I... halves could do. Careful I don't take any blocks away though that have got the lights on. That hasn't. What I think I'm going to do, I wanted this kind of style in here, and I think I might be able to do it with this. Yeah. One of that, but do it occasionally. One there, one there, one there maybe. Should I go for wider spacing? Maybe one there, one there. Yeah, go for that. Looks like supporting arms, almost like it's load bearing. And then that breaks up what I'm trying to do at the top. And it needs to be one of those. Yeah, wrong one. Call it next stream, be reactive. What? Call it next stream, be reactive. Check chat every 30 seconds. Maybe set an alarm that vibrates. Your title attracts a certain audience. Don't worry, Josh. I work in web development and search engine optimization. I know all that kind of stuff. I've actually done quite a lot, which is why my channel's done quite well. But I won't clickbait or try and do that kind of thing. I do this for fun. You know, I'll play this game anyway, whether I'm streaming or not. It's just nice to have guys watching input. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys being there, I probably wouldn't have done half the things I've done. So it's all good. Okay, I'm liking that. I think that looks good. I might carry this up to the bridge. This could possibly be, it might be over the top, or it might be just right. Let's have a look how this all comes together. And I could turn it into glass, make that glass that carries on, or glass behind. 2 more subs. Oh yeah, Alex has just subbed. Yeah, Alex Moran, you just subscribed. Thanks very much, Alex. Cheers for that. Hope you enjoy the content. Plenty of it to come. I've got more videos to do as well, and upload when I get time for it. Work's been pretty hectic lately. I think if I go straight into the side of that, that's okay. I'm going to worry about trying to flush it out. Thanks, Mr. J. Yeah, make sure like, share, and subscribe would be great. More people that know about it would be great. I think I've been talked into doing an actual proper Red Dwarf, but I will first of all do Starbug. There's no point doing a Red Dwarf until you've got Starbug made, because Starbug being a smaller vessel, if I make a Red Dwarf and it's a bit too small, Starbug could be too small to be able to make. I want to make it work together, and I know it's going to be huge, and I know that Space Engineers is not going to like me for it. But I will do it. I might have to go maybe, or I probably do it on a server so that we can get a bit of, you know, help in maybe. I will admit though, a build like that, I tend to want to kind of do it myself, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I've just realised I could have done this differently, which would probably look better. That there needs to be a half block. Look at the contour of the. What am I doing? Yeah, that's what needs to be done there. Although I'm not going to get the right block here, am I? No. But it does hug in there though. Oh dearie me. I need to start the glass somewhere, don't I? That's what I need to do to get an idea, because glass can always be the make or break of a build. That shape glass will look good at the front. Okay, let's get some... Ah, it's too fast forward to start building that, isn't it? I need to come back a little bit so I can drop the floor down. Let's bring this back a little bit. Ta-da! And carry that on along there. That needs to be made the same. Why is that doing that now? Why are you doing this? There you go. Right. I think that needs to be where the cockpit gets its widest, and it needs to be out to there. So if I put... That's actually quite wide. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 2 block angle there, like that. That then kind of has this line effect up the side. And I'll now bring the glass here. Like that. That could be the side of the bridge. Right, okay, we need to bring that in from there now across the front, and I've just put it there before that. Oh, it's got me thinking now, can I take that in? I might be able to sort this out another way. Get rid of that block. Possibly. No, that won't work, will it? That's a little bit of a pain. Thing is, we've got this block design you can do with. Great. Let's. Are you okay getting rid of those? Cheers, thanks. Let's rebuild that quickly because I'm going to need that. Let's go for that one. What I might do, got a half block here, just so I can build the window on it, because I think the cockpit's going to have to be a bit lower than that. Where's my glass gone? Go. I can't quite get this right. I can't think how I want this to go, quite frankly. What I was going to do just now though, this angle we've got going here, if I start using this block, no, this block, like that, means I can now get the angle that I was looking at. I just get this flat edge though, which is the problem. But I suppose I can blend that in using this, like that, and then take this one. No, I've got there's too much of a sudden gap, isn't it? Feeling this? Are we feeling this? Maybe I've done it one block too soon, a few blocks too soon. It needs to start here. So let's get rid of that. Let's put this one here. Yeah, I think this might work. Okie dokes. I think it's safe to say Josh won't be on the server. Yeah, if you're clumsy or you have a knack of ruining things, you will end up having to come out of the group, because this build, or particular base, is actually going to be used in some videos I want to do, so I won't be allowing any destruction. Okay, I think we've got something coming on here now. What I'm going to do now is make that match the side of this. Okay. Wasn't quite the shape I was expecting. I wanted to go to some nice angular windows, but at least I'm getting the cockpit a bit further back now. Let's put some more blocks in here quickly. Now, what I wanted to do was actually have the windows at a certain angle, which would be this one. I think that might work like that. Yeah, that would work. And then it carries on behind. Some more blocks down first, I think, before I carry on with that. And I can always shape them inside once I'm done. Tony, you're an engineer's worst nightmare. Yep. What did Mr. J say? I think I missed him just now. I'll blow up everything that comes into orbit with the name of Josh. Yes, please do. Josh, you're great, but mate, don't destroy anything. Okay, right. And then carry that back to there, I think. Or was that a bit... Yeah. A bit too wide, that, isn't it? Let's get rid of that last one. And then maybe go with a couple of these. And I think that'll be done for the bridge area. That's all you need, isn't it? Also filling them gaps for windows. That's all you need for the bridge area. And then back here, carry on with the shape, but with blocks. So that, you know what, to go along with this. Oh, actually, no, even better. I've got this pattern I'm trying to follow, haven't I? It's only one block further back, so let's take that cockpit one more block back and then carry on this pattern up here. Okay, so let's go for that there and that there. There we go, see? Kind of. I might change this one. I could do exactly the same length up to that bar there. Does look a bit weird dipping down, doesn't it? It really depends what's going to go on between here and there, though. Let's fill this in and see what it looks like. Should I do that like that? Yes, I should really, shouldn't I? I might change that to match that one. I'll wait till I've done the back one and see what's going to happen there. I'm going to put this down to a bit of a vote, I think. As it is, so basically that block and that block and that block. The 3 blocks I need to change to make it look the same as that to go up to this line here, this line. So from there down to there, nice and smooth like that, or like that. So as it is, or change it. Okay, let's stick a vote on that one. As it is, or change it. As it is, or change it. I need someone else to do these polls for me, don't I, really? But there you go, there's a poll come up if you look in the chat. There you go. Exclamation vote, then 1 or 2. Oh, thanks Tony for the subscription from your girl. Give me a number as well. No, joking, mate. Yeah, it's 2 minutes for the vote to be up. Whilst it's doing that, I'm going to quickly go back up here to the cockpit. But as it is like that, or change it to that over there. Put these windows in. Shared blocks. No, it's not a shared block. Good. I need the other one. Well, no one else seems to be voting. Just Adam's voted so far. Come on guys, let's vote, let's vote. How do you want it? As it is, or change it to over there? Exclamation vote space 1 for this, exclamation vote 2 to make it look like that. 30 seconds, come on guys. I think Adam's making the decision on this one. As it is, or change it? The resurrected is exclamation vote, not vote exclamation. There you go. Okay, you missed it, Josh. You got to chat every 30 seconds, mate. Yeah, voting is exclamation vote space and then the option that you want to do. So Yeah, so we've gone for 1, leave it as it is. Okay, that's cool. I was feeling that as well. It should make sense with the flow of the ship as we get towards the back as well. Okay, we now need to bring this back to finish the look. I was going to bring it straight up to the window, but because of the window we're using, I don't think... No, I can't do that, so there's no way of merging that. So, what we'll do is that. Let's go 1 back. We don't want it to be too in your face. Beardie, do you mind if I paste something in to show what would be good for anti-Josh measures? I found it on Workshop. Is it big? And does it have guns? Because if it does, chances are it's going to shoot up anything as soon as it pastes in. So you might be better off just giving a link in chat so people can see it. For the problems it could cause here. There you go, it's got that kind of muscle car look about it now, isn't it? Might even be worth doing a different colour. Can't think what that could do. It's black. Or would that break the whole red look? Yeah, that's pretty good. It'd be pretty cool sitting here trying to pilot into the base. I need some LCD screens and sensors and that kind of stuff for proximity sensors. I've got a script for that. It's going to go on the Beardie.D Man Cave episode. It's pretty cool. Proximity sensors are pretty good. You could use them on this quite nicely. Have a couple of LCD screens set up. Sit the cockpit back here a little bit, so then I've got... That's quite a good view from back here. About just there. That's just nice. You just see the edges there. Okay, now what to do for the roof? I need to take up 1 more block really, don't I, to carry on this, or half a block, half blocks. Let's use half blocks. I can do, actually, no, half blocks won't cut it. We'll have to go to full height blocks, because this one here, if it will let me place one there, which it probably won't, so I'm going to have to work from the back forwards. Let's, like that. Can't do the half. I can do a half block there for the slope up and blend it to the side, but when I get to here I have to use a full block. I'm gonna have to go up for a full block. That's a shame. And these are gonna have to be... Oh, this is the bit I don't like now. Really gonna ruin this. We need more blocks, Keen. We need more blocks. Because I've now got to use that to get the effect that I need. And that looks like a freaking clown party hat on top of the cockpit. The reason why, if I show you, is the blocks we have are well and good, but we're missing some. Because this here, that one, is the one I wanted to use, and then go to half blocks. See that front bit, that's what I wanted, that, and then go half block all the way down, but there's no half block to do this bit. Otherwise I'll have a gap on top of the window. Josh, I think you might be right. A lot of people coming on this stream because of Red Dwarf. I think I'm going to have to definitely do the Red Dwarf. This is the mini Red Dwarf. I don't like that extra height on the cockpit. Although, I don't know, from here it doesn't look so bad, but that change of angle is the problem, isn't it? Perhaps I should do like a flat bit here, maybe. and then build it up. Can't do that though because the block is shared. Unless I have an overhang, would that work? Yes, yes, I have figured it out. So we can go for this. And go that one there. And now bring it in with... No, I can't. Unless I go like that. Yeah, that's going to be the only way that this is going to work. I'm not even sure that's going to look any good. Fair enough, some people have come here to see the Red Dwarf, but at least now they know that the Red Dwarf will be built. I am going to do it. Okay, it's going to be a bit of time because I'm going to do Starbug first, and I think that has to be done in that order because I need to make Starbug to the size it needs to be used because we're going to use small blocks. We need to be able to get in it and use it. The rooms need to be inside of it, so it's as accurate as possible. There you go, that looks alright. That's not too bad. Better than the other one. Yeah, I like that. That works. Sticking with that. No other way it can go really, is there? But this is the mini Red Dwarf. I will call it Red Dwarf and in brackets mini. But I will make the Red Dwarf. But first, the Starbug needs to be made. Like I said, it's going to be small blocks Starbug. I'll use some mods for the glass, little bit of mods for beds, that kind of thing, and I'll make it as true to the original as possible. All the rooms in it that you see in the program, make it just like it. And then once I've built that, I can then work on how big Red Dwarf's actually going to be, and that'll have to be with large blocks. And it will be a space build. There'll be no planets on it because it will just kill the server. Yeah, I think that's good for now. I like that. And I've gone over. I'm 12 minutes. I should have stopped the stream 12 minutes ago. It does like the middle rib, doesn't it? That is pretty cool. It reminds me of a car. I can't think what car it reminds me of. Obviously proportions are a bit out, but it just reminds me of a car. That looks nice. I really like that. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, Lambo, possibly. With a Lambo, a little bit of I can't think. This front here, it's got to look about it as well. Yeah, I know what you mean, Adam. It reminds me of something. Ferrari red. Don't get me on Ferrari. I hate Ferraris. I cannot stand Ferraris. There's no point for Ferraris. They all look the same. They're all dull and boring. And oh no, do not like Ferraris. Lamborghini, they do something different every time. They make it look nice, it's striking, they always do something good with performance. Mr. J. I forgot about the other day you saying all the things I like you like as well. We both like Samsung, hate Apple. Oh wow. I think I found myself a boyfriend. Right, I'm tempted to put really sloped windows here. The back area. I don't know. Does that? It'll certainly break up a really plain area. I just kind of saw it just now. How many blocks have I got between them? 3. Does that work? Mr. Jello just. Oh. I'm afraid I don't bat for that team, mate. Nothing against it, but I don't bat for it. Them windows. And you know what? Actually, instead of them windows, how about... I don't know actually. I don't have to worry about being atmospheric, do I? But this up here does. This needs to be pressurised when I build it up. But if I get rid of that and actually put those angled grates along here, that would look good. Possibly there. Let's give that a try quickly, because I've got a feeling it could look good. I had that block. Where is it? If I remember right, it was vertical window or something, even though it's not actually a window. They actually put glass in the design, it wouldn't be so bad, but it hasn't. And that might be not quite. Nah. Don't know. Maybe just here it would look better. Problem is the pressurised issue. Yeah. Don't know, at the back maybe? Just the bottom one, yeah. I suppose once I've got a few of them along, it might look okay. Let's get this finished here and then we can come along to that. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad like that, does it? Kind of makes sense because that is for the lower area, which isn't pressurised, but the top area will be. Yeah. Okay. Got no idea how I'm going to get from the top to the bottom, but we'll sort that out. Okay, so this back bit here, we've got gaps of 3 before each beam, and there's a gap of 3. I could put a beam from here. That would look pretty good. Like that. Possibly. These windows I kind of like, but I don't know if they're actually working. I suppose there's no harm in being there. I suppose I could do it all around the back. It would look pretty cool. Then I could do it all the way around. Full visibility. It's not like it's an attacking vessel. It's not, you know, the only reason why we did the armour thing was just mainly for industrial purposes. You know, if there's like rocks flying around. Probably not put windows here, but then put some around the back. I've got to get around this, haven't I? Not too sure on how I'm going to get around these refineries. I might have to change the width of the ship here, maybe. And that works over that, but then I'm stuck with this issue here. Can I colour those? Nah, it's no good doing that, is it? Right, okay. Because this comes out here, that angle, I can use that, can't I? So let's do that. Kind of, maybe. Don't know, not feeling it, really not feeling it. Does that look alright, that just sticking out like that? I don't think so. I mean, I could just come straight up from this, couldn't I? That'd probably be better. It'll be easier, more easier, better looking as well. Let's do that. So I go from here. That one. Kind of. Lines up better, but. I've not gone up to the same height as that, but here I have, which is the important bit. The problem I've got now is it doesn't look too bad from the back, I suppose. It's the back, it's quite a blunt end. Yeah, Josh, this is actually a family stream. It's for all ages. I've got no adult limits on it or anything, so please don't use bad language. Okay, do we get away with that little grey bit there? I'm kind of feeling that if I show more grey bits, it won't look so bad. It's like getting old, isn't it? I'm getting a bit of grey hair. Shall I just let it be, embrace it, and wait for more grey hair to come through, or I might actually leave it flat like that. Just leave that open. Set the body up to it like that, and maybe bring this around the back. Let's embrace it. Let's be like an old man who's growing old gracefully and embracing the greyness. Here we go. That does stick out more, doesn't it? Not liking it though. Okay, let's bring this around. Let's I'm gonna bring this around like this. Let's like that. Show a little bit. Flash a little bit of leg. So no, we need to come out quite faster. We need to cover the back engines. There. Okay. Let's just join to the back at the moment, see how this goes. It's going to be a bit bland having a total long back like that. We'll put a sort of a thin or two at the back. I need to sort of pattern that in, maybe shape it a bit lower than that down here. Problem is, so that one and that one. Okay. second, then I thought I deleted the whole thing. Get a bit interesting on the back here. Let's make this a little bit better. Let's bring it in like that. You sure how to do this one though? I mean, we've got a style over here to copy, and we could probably do some more ion thrusters thinking about it as well. I'll put another ion thruster above each engine. Yeah, let's do that. We've got this 90-degree angle, then the thruster. We do that above all of these. We'll have equal amount of ions. That would fit there nicely. And I could probably do something similar here because of the angle. Let's get that off a second. Let's grab the colour. Okay, it's going to be set back a little bit because of the angle. And I could do one above like the others do. Get the right colour again. Okay, one there, one there. Let's get the colour again. Okay, let's turn that around. Yeah. Probably leave that one open at the back. I've got a feeling that this piston I did at the back, it might be worth having a rotor at the end and making it like a ramp that goes down with rotors and pistons, and clang just came to mind. I've got a feeling that area at the back should be used part of this bay. I need to turn this into how I get in and out. I've just put that block there and it's a flat one like that. Should have gone for an angle one. Okay, let's get rid of that again and try a different one. Probably wouldn't hurt just to have a blank block there, would it really? And I've used the wrong colour. Let's put it in. Wrong one, come on. Right. It's not too bad actually, it's almost like eyebrows, isn't it? It's like a larger version of that. There's a small version, and then you got the larger version. That looks alright. And I can keep this low across the bottom now. A bit better than just having a bland back. I might even take this up again there. You go back up to the top. That look a bit weird. Let's give it a go quickly. Picturing that going up now. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Okay, if I see that up, scroll up to the back and over, up and over, up and over, 3 of them, kind of might work, or just take that slope straight across. Which one should I be doing? Whatever I do though, I need to have the shape underneath correct, so let's get that done quickly. like that kind of thing. It's funny because we started at the back all creative, really nice, and we got to the back, and as we got to the back it's kind of like starting to lose its appeal. That's not too bad with the black at the, I think what's nice about it is this black area at the bottom. Having that black at the bottom and the red around it very much has the feel of the side and the front. The side you've got the red around the black at the bottom, and at the front you've got the red around the black at the bottom. It's like a trend, a theme that goes around the whole of the ship. God, that does look nice, doesn't it, in the sun? That is pretty damn cool. Wow. Cool, Mr. J. I'll be taking some in a bit. Sun's coming up at a nice angle as well, isn't it? So. Very happy with this. Very happy. Right, let's get this finished at the back here. It's a bit of a shame that these refineries are breaking out the back, but they're there for a reason. I just wish I could change the colour of that grey. I mean, if we just make it all black, I think it might look better. But I suppose a little bit of extra colour to break it up doesn't matter. I think I might keep this up and over, because I can blend that up now into the rest of the body up here, and that look quite nice. Yeah, let's go for that then. Let's get the right colour. I'm almost tempted to put go fast stripes down the side of it now. 3. Right buttons. It's this thing we've got here now. That there. That looks a bit pants. Depends how we can make it work up here, I suppose. Perhaps with this. That was nice. Will that work? I might actually just bring that straight over and flat and get rid of these bits at the back. Might look better. And possibly have like an area at the back which you can walk down into from the top up here. Break it up. I'm kind of like that and I kind of don't. Yeah, I do. I know it's 2:30. I should have finished ages ago. Probably should really, shouldn't I? Oh, it's just when I eliminate it and you get onto a good build like this, you just addictive. We'll leave that for now then, like that. I do think that I might continue this slope here down to the back to here, and then take it down and then flat across the top of that booster. I think that would look better. Night Tony, thanks for joining us. Come along. Make sure you sub. Make sure you click the bell if you sub as well, because when I start streaming you'll get notified, hopefully in time. every weekday night, 8 o'clock GMT. So what's that? 6.5 hours ago is when I started. Wow. I should be working tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be at this rate. But yeah, okay. Let's leave that there. I shall go for a screenshot here as well, I think, because the sunrise and all that. Something like that. That's pretty cool. Maybe I should just put the sun on the edge just like that. Or is that a bit weird? Let's get a nice screenshot there. There we go. And let's go around the other side. That was pretty cool. My shadow in the way, so I can do that so my shadow's not really seen. There we go. Awesome. I think the vents on the side actually worked in the end, didn't they? That's pretty cool. To figure out how to pressurise this top area. Controlled in, so there's plenty of space in there, I think, for cargo containers. They'll hang down pretty much the same as the thing is, it will hang down. We'll put some pistons, aren't we, picking them up. So yeah, pretty happy with that. You know what, them grey bits in the back don't look too bad. With the shaping getting around it, it's the operational end of the ship, so that's good. Just hope we can get these heavy blocks changed so it will actually take off. But yeah, that's cool. Tomorrow, yes, maybe tomorrow it will be finished, Adam. I hope so. It needs to be finished tomorrow. And it will get finished tomorrow, I'm sure of it. But thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. It's been a long stream again, as always. We always get carried away. We've got to start being a bit strict these times. But thanks a lot for joining us, guys. Thanks for your subscriptions, for the new guys that joined us. Thanks for your likes, and thanks for your shares. If you haven't, please do. Until tomorrow night, I've been Beardie.D, and I hope you can join us again. Take care.